Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the bullpen. Quit using my name.
Yep.
I'm not playing. Quit using my name, Calvin. You making me mad. I'm gonna get out of my hobbit hole and come after you,
Gonna kick
cause
your ass.
cause I don't know how he comes out of using cuz, but I heard him talking to Big Head Larry
Oh yeah.
saying I went to the hospital to visit you and you wasn't at the hospital and that made me mad.
Really?
Yeah, he went and visited Big Head Larry at the hospital and
What was
he
Larry
wasn't
there for?
there.
What was Larry supposed to be at the
I,
hospital for?
I have no idea. Big Head Larry had something going on, and Larry announced that he was in the hospital, and and uh, and the hunchback went to the hospital,
Mm.
and the nurse said, "Big Head Larry's not at the hospital." Probably the hunchback said, "Is Big Head Larry here?" And the
Yeah.
nurse said, "Big
Who?
Head Larry? Who in the hell is Big Head Larry?"
What's up, Cebu Boss Man? Rich Buwan.
Oh
Can
man, so
can
so
can you
so
hear me,
that
Ken?
that that had to
Yeah.
been and yeah and
Hmm.
and that and the hunchback was going, "You made me look bad." What do you mean? That they had that wasn't
Yeah.
very difficult. just just looking in the mirror made you look bad.
Yeah.
Clown. Oh shit. You
Uh-huh.
made me look bad.
He really said that to Larry? Seriously?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, Larry's a character.
yeah.
Hmm.
Let Larry start laughing.
Yeah.
It was just a joke. And Larry said, you know I'm a troll, cuz that's not funny. You made
Yeah.
me look bad."
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Remember that
poor.
time? I think Larry was with one of Bama's exes, Mira, right? And then
Yeah, he was pounding the hell out of her.
next thing you know, Bama and or Barry and Larry were traveling together, man. They went down to Dumagetti, remember, and saw Ned.
Yeah, Ned made Bama do the Houdini out the door.
Yeah, they didn't want to mess with Ned, right? Yeah,
Well,
he,
at least Big Head Larry didn't run away,
yeah.
but Bama, hey man, Bama just took off like a jackrabbit. He must have heard there was free food next door and free food and drinks, and Bama just took off like there is no tomorrow.
He didn't want to get his ass kicked. He wasn't looking for free food. I guess, Ned wasn't too happy. They had cameras in his face. Yeah, I remember that shit, man. It was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious.
Priceless.
Like Larry,
You
his
quit using my
character.
name. God.
Oh, Ned's like 5'10". Yeah, but they
I'm
were.
not sure, but he's pretty good sized man.
Yeah, probably in good shape for a guy his age.
Made Bama run away.
Mhm.
He didn't even look back. He didn't even come back to see if Larry was okay. He just kept on running.
Wow.
How are you
BK.
guys doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Well, what are you drinking, man? What are you drink? Are you drinking one of your imports?
Nope. Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Great beer. Absolutely great. You don't need
You gotta.
imports with that beer. It's great. Absolutely great. Oreos and Coca-Cola, Rich Warren. Jeez, that's sweet, man.
Man, that gives you a cavity thinking about it.
Man. I don't know. I think as you get older, you like more bitter things, like, beer, which is bitter, good beer,
Hmm.
cheddar cheese.
Well, I
Oreos.
like gourmet hamburgers.
Yeah,
Like a good old fashioned blue cheese hamburger.
yeah. 80/20 beef, right? A little bit of fat in it, so it's juicy.
Well, I just like it when it greasy when it goes down and greasy when it comes out.
Yeah, yeah. Do you toast the
make
bun?
it come out easier.
So you toast the bun?
Huh?
Do you toast the bun?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I always like toasting the bun.
Yeah, if you got a lot of juice and it stops the roll from getting all saturated with it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, really, Rich? Sorry. Yeah.
BK's in the house. How you doing, BK? Don C's in the house.
Yes. Dancy.
You out walking Bama?
The dog, walking the dog, walking the dog.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, yes.
They Honeyco I was just visiting Honeyco earlier, and they were gonna get off and come visit Big E, and they were on earlier. They were gonna come by and visit.
I usually, if I see her show on, I normally pop over and say hello. She's always a happy girl. She's always laughing, having a good time.
Yeah, they're good people over there.
Mm-hmm. So anybody know what happened with that guy? What was his name? Darren, that was exposing himself? No?
Oh, I don't really follow that area. Oh, hey, Big E right here.
Big E. Big E.
I heard my name.
Yeah, we were talking.
Oh yeah,
we were talking all kinds of shit about you, man.
I'm used to that.
So where are you?
Yeah,
Oh, you're in Cologne, Germany. That's where my mother's family's from.
Wow.
I've never been there though.
You were there for a while at the very end of my show.
Yeah,
I only do it.
I actually went on, what was it? Lost Nomad show popped up a notification, and somehow it was broadcasting your chat. I don't know.
Because we were doing that thing where if somebody has a paid StreamYard, somebody else can go on it. Like right now, I could push more here, and then I could stream it to my own channel.
Oh,
so
wow.
Lost was doing it, Honeyco was doing it, and I forgot who else was doing it. But that's kind of a cool new feature.
Well, that's convenient.
You guys know all the tricks.
Oh yeah,
I learned that
better
from Mr. Riley.
Oh, Mr. Riley, yeah.
Feels better it's finally starting to feel a little bit better.
Yeah, your poor eye was very bloodshot a few weeks ago. Was it hard to see out of with it being bloodshot or just irritating?
It was. I see better today than I have for the past 16 months, but it's getting better every day.
Now, did you get eye surgery?
Yeah, he had detached retina.
I had one 16 months ago that was a 3-hour surgery, and I had another one that was a 2-hour surgery, and you're awake the whole time, and they're jabbing you with, I think I had more than 10 injections right into the eyeball itself. So it was
wow.
you have like almost a panic attack. Like you
Oh, no
don't think you can
shit.
take it.
Man.
don't think
Yeah,
Take another
when I
second.
had that machete stuck in my head, and they were stitching me up, and they kept on putting that needle to kill the pain, and then they're stitching me up, man. And then you see them doing that on TV, man. That's a bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Because they,
Crazy.
doing stitches. There's nothing fake about that. That's
Well,
just all pain.
I mean, they're taking a needle here and they're jamming it into your eyeball and they're putting stuff in and they're like shaking you so you don't like freak out. And
I
then they do another one and another one and another one. And you're like, and then if you move, they get all mad.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, there was a couple times where I'm laying there and I'm going, I don't think I could take this for another minute. I'm going to literally scream and go running out of here with my eyes freaking down to my cheek. But you make it through, and
they actually take your eye out, I bet you, and set it on your cheek, right?
I don't know, and I don't, they put this thing over there, and then anyway, it's take care of your eyes if you have anything. If you start seeing flashes or streaks or anything like that, go to the doctor, man. Get it before. Don't let it get to this level.
On the 10th, I'm gonna have a cataract examination on this eye and then on this eye, and I want to have laser surgery because they say I have damage on this eye from my machete thingy, and they say I'm gonna need eventually cataract on both of these eyes, and I want to have it done this year. So
yeah,
Hi, Honeyco.
That I want to have that done before I get my legs taken care of.
Did you get your leg cut off again? Like, remember you had your legs cut off?
No, because they said if I lose enough weight, because I'm already down to 330, and I want to, because they want to do a knee replacement on my right knee if I get down to 330, and I'm already down to 338, and my knees feel great. So, but they want to do a knee replacement because before I was at 400, and now they said, "Oh, Kevin, now you're okay to do a knee replacement." And now I'm going, hey, my knees feel good.
I remember, I'm going to tell them, I hope it's okay if I tell this story. You wanted to get a gastric bypass, and I told you on the phone, you don't need that. You just need to do this. And you lost 60 or 70 pounds since that time. Aren't you glad you didn't go that route? Because even if you get a gastric bypass, you still have to have the discipline not to eat too much. So it's just so
somebody said, Kevin, you need to step on the scale and prove how much you weigh. And I go, oh man, I just remembered I did step on the scale.
Wow.
You shouldn't step on the scale, dude, because don't always be.
There's how much I weigh on the scale.
Don't always feel the need that you have to prove something to trolls.
Right.
Oh, I know, but these bozos.
Yeah, but don't. I mean,
bozos.
There's a few of them that are in there.
You already know me. I always want to prove, because you know me from years ago.
I know, but
because of my Western Unions. All these idiots saying I don't pay my kids money, and I got hundreds and thousands of dollars saying how much I pay my kids in Western Union.
Yes, I hear you, but here's the thing, Kevin. If they don't like you and you show them Western Union, they're just going to find something else to criticize you. So once you start appeasing trolls, the nameless, faceless morons that are saying things like this, it's a never-ending thing. They just keep moving the target, and you could show them everything they asked for, and they're still going to find a reason to criticize. So the best thing to do is ignore them and just laugh it off, and don't think too much. Do your best, and that's it. That's all you can do. Do the best you can do. You've done a great job. You went from 450 to 330. That is an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah,
So,
within a little bit over a year.
yeah, I mean, so you can see it, and so you get another 50 pounds for your back and your Philippines weight, and you're gonna make it.
You
You're gonna make
said you said
Don't worry about it.
280, right?
Miss Tapster and I are going half on your one-way tickets.
Ooh.
Not a
Yeah.
two-way ticket. One-way ticket.
Yeah, I know.
And because we wanted to see you put the effort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. And I
I'm
said
happy to get
it will
back
be
in.
done. I'll be there by probably this time next year.
It'll be perfect timing. Slow and steady, and you get the knee done, the eyes, and everything done, and then you're ready to rock and roll, and you'll have your pension, and you'll be good to go. So,
But mostly I
Just
want to
keep
get
it
my
up.
eyes done, and then, like I said, I want to see where I'm going.
Yeah. You don't want to get an ugly woman. You got bad eyes.
Well, I at least want to get a woman.
Yeah, you don't want no lady boys.
I don't know if you heard on my
Yeah.
show, Richard, but I said that I saw some pictures of you and your wife pop up in my
Really?
Facebook, and I had never seen her, and you
Mm.
guys
She's
look
a
so cute
good-looking
together.
woman.
You look
Thank
very
you.
cute together, and
Well, she's cute, but I don't know about me.
no, you guys look fantastic together. So
Yeah, I'm very blessed. I'll tell you. I
You
really
are.
don't. I don't deserve her.
plus she's an educated woman, and
Yes.
you guys look very cute, and
Oh,
so people should aspire to it. It's too bad you guys don't come up on screen once in a while, because I think people can be really inspired by that.
Yeah, years ago, I don't know what. Women are so funny. They get jealous
Well,
of everything.
Rich, his wife used to come up and say hi.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I must have
she
missed
used
that.
to. Yeah, like about 70 years ago, and yeah. Yeah, actually, I think, let's see, today is what, the 30th? It's the actual anniversary of my father-in-law passing in Cebu. Yeah. And yeah, he was a cool guy, man. He didn't have a big job or anything. He was nothing but a taxi driver, but he was a cool dude, and just died of a massive heart attack. Bang. And he did have some issues with his heart, and he was concerned.
Hey, Ken.
He called me and I said, dude, I'll bring you here to get your heart taken care of. And he was afraid to come, I don't know why. He never traveled anywhere.
But that's a lot of Filipinos are like
Yeah,
that. A lot of
288.
Americans are like that too. Like people that grew up in the Midwest, let's say, people that grew up in Nebraska. I knew people, Montana, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They'd never been more than 30 or 40 miles from where they grew up in their whole life.
Yeah.
Not everybody travels. I mean, just a few years ago, there was only 25% of the American population had a passport. So, like, international travel was very scarce.
I don't know if you read the chat. Don C, he's a funny guy. He said, with new knees, new eyes, lost weight, Big Kevin will be the most eligible bachelor.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to get hair transplants. He's going to get
Oh, no. I'm happy with this.
he's going to wear a wig.
No.
Look at this secret spy guy.
I don't need a rug.
She abused me on live stream. Secret spy's gone. Richard's wife abused him on live stream at New Year's Eve on this panel. Richard.
Oh, I remember that one.
He goes.
Everybody was afraid that night.
He goes. People can help. Reach out. Biggie, I was drunk for 6 straight hours waiting for my wife's best friends to arrive, and so I said, "This is boring. I'm going upstairs to see what's going on." And I got into Kevin's show, and then she got pissed when they came. She goes, oh, you should come downstairs. These are your real friends or something like that, And we fought for like 8 hours straight. You know what I mean? Back then, that was probably 4 years ago, 5 years
I
ago.
remember that story because you used to do the show and then you stopped doing it because of that incident. I think that was the reason.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Why you stopped doing his show, like co-hosting?
Yeah, because his wife got mad.
The wife got mad at that doing this. I remember that, but I don't remember seeing her on the cam that time. And I must have, maybe I'm forgetting.
Yeah,
No, she didn't come on, but he got. Yeah, his wife said, "Your friends are downstairs," and Richard said, "My friends, my real friends are here."
My wife is a person. She's not a tompo girl. You know what I mean? She loves to fight. She loves a fight.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
Fighting in Tampo.
Oh, secret spy. Okay.
Yeah, that was a scary night, boy.
Who's gonna?
Old Bob Cooper was afraid.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what.
I think Bob Cooper got off the show that night.
Was he on?
Don Seed popped up. Hey, Don.
Don's been here. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, Don, are you here?
I am. Hey,
I
Biggie.
was just about to say, can you come up? Because it's
I've got some time this morning.
And take my place up here. That's what I was going to ask. Well, no, it's almost 3:00 in the morning here. I only stayed up to say hi because I keep missing your show because you're doing it at 3:00 in the morning.
That's almost the time I get up. I'm a 4:00, 4:30. I'm up every morning.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it in Thailand?
It is 7:41 a.m. this morning.
Oh well, it's 7:41 here.
Yeah, we're 12 hours. Yeah, you're in the evening, so we're half a day in front of you. So if you want the lottery number for tomorrow, Big Kev, I've got it already.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Biggie, that was good. That beautiful. That church. How old is that church? That cathedral?
The foundation was laid 1,800 years ago, and the last of the spires was finished about 140 years ago.
Yeah.
So
that's the amazing thing about when you're traveling in Europe to see things that are 1,000 years old. And same thing in Asia. You'll see things that, Angkor Wat in Cambodia, places like that. You'll find things that are, to see something that's 1,000 years old coming from America, where 250 years is considered old. I mean, that's really old.
Yep.
So there are homes in England that people are living in that 800 years old. So I mean that kind of history is just lost on you. If you're an American, you can't even grasp that. We think an old home is 40, from 1945.
So you were on my show when I was in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You said you came from Germany. Have you been to Cologne? Because I showed the dome. That was my show earlier today. Were you here in Cologne before?
No, the dome I saw was in Italy, the Doma. So I've done a lot of travel in Italy, done some in Germany. I did a lot of work with Volkswagen, so I was in Berlin quite a bit, and we took the train over to Amsterdam. That's
right.
Which is very cool.
Cologne came from Berlin.
No, I haven't visited Cologne. I did a lot of. We had an office in London, so I spent some time there, and then I did a lot of work in Berlin, so I spent a lot of time there. And that's a very cool place. I mean, if you've never been, do what?
During the war, did that get damaged?
Oh yeah.
The cathedral.
The cathedral didn't get it. They bombed everywhere else except the cathedral, and then there's the right next to the cathedral, pretty close to it. There's the original city hall that's like 800 years old. It's still there, but most of it was bombed and flattened. So was most of Berlin. So if you depends on where you go. Like Amsterdam had no bombing whatsoever, but if you go to Rotterdam, it was leveled, and so
Yeah.
was some of the Hague. So it's just like it depends on where you go.
In Berlin, they have a church that was bombed that they kept it that way. It's now it's a museum, but they actually didn't repair it, just as a sort of a monument to to the horrors of war. It's one of the most interesting things to see the wall, because you have this picture in your mind of this imposing 30-foot tall wall, and it's 7 feet tall. And it used to be barbed wire up another 7 or 8 feet, but now it's just this huge piece of artwork that stretches clean across Berlin. But it's pretty inspiring to go up and see touch the wall and actually what it represents, or to go to Checkpoint Charlie and see that place. So I mean, there's a lot of history, there.
Yep, there is. And if you're a history
did you go
buff,
to that place where
Europe is
they
so
where
fun.
they concentration camps?
No, I didn't do any of that stuff. That's a pretty serious. I was always there for business, and so you had a couple of days of being able to travel, and I never got that far. And that's one of those.
I went
That's
once
not.
to
That's
Dachau.
nothing that I would want to do for the afternoon, and then try to go to work or something after seeing a concentration camp. I don't know if my mood would be right.
I went to Dachau before, and that's
that's what I was
Germany.
talking about.
But like Auschwitz is in Poland.
Auschwitz.
I'm going to be going to Poland soon, but I'm not going to go to that because it's the Dachau alone was depressing, very depressing, very eerie, and you almost wish you didn't go. I mean, it's just
you're glad it's there, but it's not something that you want to do unless you could spend the day in just reflection when you see something like that, the history there.
Yep, totally. And then if you go to Israel, like, it's so intense. It's like it's a fascinating experience, but it's one of those things that you almost are happy when you finally get out, because the tension is like, I was in Jerusalem a few months ago, and it was, there's armies on both sides. The Jordanian armies sitting there with guns doing the Temple Mount, and you have the Israeli army over here, and there's like 10,000 soldiers of all sides that are all converge on one thing, and everyone's got a machine gun. And it's just
it's surprising. One of the things I'm sure maybe you thought about this is, when you go to those places, when you see how close the armies really were. I mean, we have this picture in our mind of the two armies being separated by 20 miles, and when you see that they spent the night 200 yards away from each other, I mean, just right next to each other, it's pretty crazy. I'll tell you the most inspiring place I went to, which really sort of not only just takes your breath away, but makes you pause for reflection, is I went to Normandy, and I've been to the big cemetery there, and it's again, that's one of those places that really gives you some pause for reflection. It's places like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Philip was saying when he's in Vietnam, and he went to Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi and those kind of places, they have buildings still, and prison that's like a museum, and he says some of those places are kind of eerie.
I went. I spent some time in Vietnam, and I went to the big war museum. So you can imagine that their historical past is different than how it would be presented if you went to a U.S. museum about the Vietnam War. It's looking at it in a completely different light. And so you have to go into it understanding that the way that they're going to present the war is going to be different than how you may have thought about it being an American. But I didn't find any animosity there. It's interesting because of the war. So Vietnam is one of the youngest countries in the world, basically because of the war. It has the greatest population of under like 35-year-olds of any in almost any country in the world. And that is, a lot of it has to do with the war. But that's also one of the big reasons why that's a big tech center right now. So we were just starting to do a lot of work in Vietnam when I retired, but it's even more so. A lot of tech work now is being done that has sort of left India and has gone over to Vietnam. Oh, I'm sure the whole group finds this riveting information.
Yeah, really. Well,
No,
it is kind of, because it's kind of like a big circle from
It is
Yeah,
interesting
exactly
because
right.
well, it is the youngest country in the world last I looked, and the when I went there the first time, I was expecting a whole bunch of anti-Americanism, but nobody. They're so young that nobody even remembers it, and it's
Yeah,
just so
I never
not
felt that
part
at
of
all.
their DNA. They're just so friendly. And I was apologizing the first few days, like, sorry, we abandoned you. And they're like, oh, what? And they had seemingly no bitterness about it whatsoever.
I don't think they really
I
care.
told this story before. I don't know if I told it on here, but it's one of the few stories that I have that are worth repeating. But when I was in Vietnam during, and again, go back, I think this was about 4 years ago. So it was a Super Bowl. I was there during the Super Bowl, and I wanted to watch it. So it comes on at 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning.
You told me before.
Yeah. So I got to do the Super Bowl party with Americans and Viet Cong. So the opposite army. So Vietnam vets and Viet Cong who have now got a big Facebook group that go to different events together. It was a couple of hundred people all sitting in this sports bar, 5 o'clock in the morning, all now friends, related, married into each other, and getting along. That 30 years earlier, 40 years earlier, tried to kill each other. So I was very impressed. It left a big mark on me for years.
One thing that left a mark on me, I can tell you one story. I went to Russia right after the Soviet Union collapsed, and I talked to Russian people like for weeks. And I remember the very first people I talked to, I kind of flippantly said, well, we're like the good guys and you're the bad guys, and some World War II reference or something like that. And they said America is much less moral than Russia. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You people dropped nuclear bombs on cities. We never did that. We were worried every day of our life that you're going to drop a nuclear bomb on us too. And when you first hear a different perspective instead of the brainwashed perspective the average American has, it takes your breath away. You're like, wow, not everybody believes we are the good guys wearing the white hats.
Well, you definitely get a different perspective. So here in Thailand, they love Trump. Without getting into politics, because you could fall on either side, and it's hard to ever get back to ground zero when you start talking politics. But their perception of a strong leader is Trump, and so I see people wearing Trump T-shirts all the time. I said, and when you start to talk to them about Trump, you get all this positive feedback, and it's really interesting again what their perspective when they see when you watch the news over here as to the politics, especially like the mass shootings and stuff like that. Like my wife cannot even understand it. It's beyond comprehension. Although they did have a big shooting here in Thailand here last year. A military policeman shot a bunch of kids, and that became they compared it with the U.S. But yeah, you're right, Biggie. When you travel and you get a different perspective, of the U.S. and the world from different people when you travel all over the world, I think it makes makes you a more well-rounded person for sure.
Oh, it totally does. And then the other thing, even something that really shocked me, because I started traveling all through Europe after COVID. You're expecting them to be all anti-Trump, and almost everybody I've met is pro-Trump. Like they say like Trump was right, and that in the light of Ukraine, and the countries like where I'm based out of, like Netherlands, all the stuff that Trump did with tariffs on China and telling them about NATO, that's led to all these chip manufacturers relocating, and big pharmaceuticals and all this industry that is now leaving China and spending tens of billions of dollars in infrastructure in places like the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden. So now the same people that were the most critical of the guy credit him for this renaissance that they're having. So the U.S. news is just one big propaganda machine, but depending on either side, you watch Fox, it's
there's no question.
Chamber. You watch CNN, it's an echo chamber. And when you get away from it and you don't hear it every day, it's amazing.
Yep, I enjoy not watching any more news, and I don't know what the politics are here in Thailand. I don't get involved in it, and it doesn't affect me. So I'm thankful to keep my head down and just enjoy my life without having to get in arguments about politics on one side or the other.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I've been gone for 8 or 9 years, over 8 years now. And when you live in these other places, when the election is over, the politics are over until the next election. Like the Philippines, they have a very divided election, and they get behind their guy. You know what I mean? And then nobody talks about politics. And I know less about American politics now than I probably know about any other topics because I'm never around it anymore. And I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
Hey, Ed, what's going on?
There's too much other fun things to talk about.
Absolutely. 100%. You know what? I'm going to go down, you guys. I got you. I'm just like, I'm about to go out. But anyway, thank you, Don C, for coming up too.
Yeah, Big E, good talking to you.
And Big Kevin, keep up the good work with the weight loss. And I'm going to keep doing it too. All right? All right, everybody.
Thanks for the good walk around. That was very awesome. Taking a look at your church, your cathedrals.
Thank you for stopping by. I appreciated it. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good night, Biggie.
Yep.
Be safe. Do you get out much, Don? Or do you do that kind of adventures?
We travel a lot.
Like drive around and do this scooter.
Yeah, we just traveled. Yeah, we just did last month. We went to Chiang Mai, which is about 7 hours. No, I'm sorry, 12 hours by car. We drove our car, so we got up early in the morning, and then we were going to spend the night halfway, but we ended up just driving through. So it's 12-hour drive way up in the northern part of Thailand. It's in an area. I'll tell you how far north it is. You get up into Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai that they have wild tigers. So you have wild elephants and wild tigers. So I spent some time about 3.5 years ago in Chiang Mai. I spent about 3 months at an elephant rescue, working with elephants. And so the hut we stayed in, which was nicer than a hut. So it's not as nice as a house, but less than like a sort of a Philippine bamboo hut. So it's in between there. We actually had our windows had shutters that had nails driven through the inside out, so that two things. One is for tigers, and the other one for wild elephants trying to stick their trunk through to grab any food. Yeah. There's wild tigers. So you have tigers that smell food and stuff, and they come through the area at night. And a lot of dogs and stuff there also. So the dogs would bark, but I never lived any place that had wild tigers. That was pretty strange. But yeah, so I get a chance to travel. No, I never saw them. But I would say you hear, you'll see a picture, and the problem is they'll occasionally a poacher will shoot one. They'll catch a poacher. They kill them for their teeth and for their balls and stuff. They sell them to China. But we were at another place on the southern side of Thailand here last year. We were hiking up in this mountain, and these guys came out of the jungle, all done up in. They had automatic weapons, and they had their face was painted and stuff. So like my initial thoughts, we were in a big national park. As I'm thinking, God, it's like the army coming up out of the jungle onto this on this kind of a path that was going up these waterfalls up in this national forest. And They came out. They were real friendly. My wife was talking to them. They only spoke Thai, and they were part of a anti-poaching force. So they would spend like 5 days in the forest protecting elephants, and they've got big deer, like almost kind of like not quite as big as an elk, big deer here. And so they go and hide in the forest and try to keep guys from hurting elephants, killing elephants, or killing the deer and stuff. And so that was pretty interesting. But we get a chance to travel about once every 6 weeks. We take a trip somewhere around, or go back to. We have a house up in a place called Surin, which is, if you're from America, it's like Kansas. So it's not very exciting. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but big rice fields and stuff, that are 1,000 years old. And that's where my wife's family has a big farm there.
Sounds pretty nice.
So we try to get out of the house and get around.
And do you have an entourage going with you, or just you and your wife?
Oh no, the dog. We don't go anywhere without Barry. He comes.
Do you hear that, Barry?
He comes. He travels everywhere.
Do you put a leash on Barry?
Oh yeah, we got to have a leash for him. He's got a little leash and a little collar that's got an Apple ID on him, so we can find him if he runs away. There he is, barking now.
Do you have to put a muzzle or a duct tape
No.
around his mouth?
No, but he barks at everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Bama that we have here. He barks at everything.
He's smart. He's smarter than the other Barry. I can tell you that.
Well, we know that already. That doesn't take much.
Yeah, and he has a current visa also. So we know that's different than the other one.
Can you prove it?
And we can prove it. So we don't have a copy of a passport. His passport is not being held for money, and he has a current visa stamp. So he's legal. Unlike certain other big individuals that we know do not have a current visa.
Yeah, I never hid that I was an overstayer, and
it's so funny. I don't know why he tries to hide it. I mean, there isn't anybody, even his most ardent supporters, they don't possibly believe that he's not an overstayer. It's just it's become what I found out after not knowing Barry, but watching him for several years, is the Philippines don't really care about overstayers. I mean, unless that's like, that just becomes one extra thing to charge you with to make it easy to get you to throw you out of the country. But it's not one of these things that they go, they can't track down every overstayer. It's too many of them.
Yeah, they'd rather have you owe money than not. Right? Yeah.
I mean, they knew I had a plane ticket. They knew. I mean, I was on my way out. They ordered me out of the country.
Oh, I can't hear somebody. I don't know if it's my phone or not.
When it was time for me to leave, they told me to leave, and they gave me back my passport, and they told me to go out, and the next day I left, but I had no escort or nothing, and I just left. But
yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, listen. He's been an overstayer. He's an overstayer. That's just that's the least of his issues.
Now he's in hiding.
I mean, that's the craziest thing I ever saw. I mean, there's not nobody sticks out worse than he would. I mean, if they're really looking for him, they're gonna find him. That's not an issue. I just don't think anybody's looking or anybody cares. He's not a fugitive on the run because he's just not that important to be anything like a fugitive. Mm-hmm. And Frank's case is not going to go anywhere. Nobody really gives a shit. as you know, what was it? Was it Allo that showed there's only been like 8 cases in 5 years? I mean, nobody cares what a couple of YouTubers call each other. It's
out
just
of
not
10,000 out of like 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000. What 7 have been? You know, there's been 7 convictions. So, you know, that's not going anywhere. Nobody really cares. It's just bottom of the pile, more of a nuisance than anything else.
Yeah.
10 years from now, he'll be, you know, Frank will be declaring this will be the year of the crow. 2033.
Oh yeah.
It is very comical though.
Oh, it's been hysterical over the last couple of weeks with Francine's latest rants about his this movie that he was a part of, or his degree. You know, we just laughed about his degree. I mean, because there's nobody else on here that's going to take the time to try to prove where they went to school. Nobody cares. That's 40 plus years ago. Nobody cares enough to, you know, if you don't believe me, who cares? I mean, isn't anybody going to take any time to do it? But I can just tell you, if you got a degree in fine arts and, you know, and all you've ever done is pick up trash, the last thing I would want to do is brag about going and spending whatever dollars it takes to go to a private university or a private college to get a degree in fine arts that allowed you to, you know, work the counter at McDonald's or pick up trash that a GED would qualify you for.
I remember my dad used to mock like the art schools and stuff. He'd say it's a basket weaving degree.
Yeah. You know, you never see a guy standing at Starbucks who's getting you your coffee, or McDonald's who wants to know if you want to upsize your fry wearing a Harvard t-shirt. You know, if in fact they did go to Harvard, the last thing they do is tell anybody, because if the best job you can do is adding foam to the top of someone's drink, or getting someone on upsized fries, the last thing you want to do is brag about what school you went to.
Imagine if Harvard called people and said, "Don't be wearing our shirt."
For anything. Don't, for Christ's sake, don't brag that you went here if that's the best you could do with it.
Yeah, it's like these rock stars that don't like believe in some political view, and somebody wants to use their song. I remember years ago, John McCain was using somebody's song, and they said, "Cease and desist. Don't use." Oh yeah,
for Trump used to get that all the time. You know, nobody wants him to use their. Exactly right. I mean, that's the same thing. Yeah. So I mean, you know, Frank wants to, you know, brag about whether or not he has a degree is doesn't make any difference, because if he has one, then he did absolutely nothing with it but get a job that you can get with a GED, and if he doesn't, then he just lied about it. So either way, it doesn't bode well, and it's not that great. It's not that great a story. But he leads off that, you know, I'm sure every woman he ever met in a bar, the very first thing he talked about was his degree from a fine arts degree. Probably whipped out. He probably carried the degree around with him in a big frame. You know, whipped it right out on the bar.
Yeah. Most women today are educated in America, and they'd say, "Oh, how much money do you make? You know, what job?"
Oh, yeah, what kind of job do you have? Oh, I'm at the Seattle Park Service. I drive around and clean out the toilets. Oh, very good. Hang on. Hey, hold that thought for a second while she escapes.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Sex Pack Hunter, you're right. If you're over 30, and maybe if you're over 32 times, the last thing you need to be talking about is, you know, where you went to school, unless, you know, if it's relevant. I don't even know how it would ever be relevant in any conversation. But that's the deal with Frank, is that he takes a good beer story, a good story that you would have over a beer, and turns it into a lifelong, you know, this big episode that's that makes him the most interesting man in the world. You know, I heard Frank say the other day that some of his photographs Bill Gates owned and were hanging in Bill Gates' home. It's just ridiculous.
Really?
Wow. So here's how ridiculous that is. So, you know, Frank makes that, he draws that comparison, or draws that out, saying, oh, that, you know, well, which one of us have, you know, does Bill Gates own their pictures and Bill Gates have in his home? If you know anything about Bill Gates, the first thing you know is there are no pictures, there's no paintings hanging in his house. All of them are digital, they're on flat screens, and they change all the time. But going to photographs, Bill Gates owned the largest collection of photographs in the world, over 15 million. There's no way he knew that he had a Frank Battaglia hanging up. But the way Frank says it, you would think that Bill Gates was sitting every evening in a leather chair with a fine cigar, looking on top of the fireplace at his Battaglia picture of Edith Beale, who no one had ever heard of. And in your life, nobody's ever heard of Edith Beale, but he's having his good cigar, and he's sitting there going, Battaglia, Battaglia. He's like Rosebud for Citizen Kane. He's looking at his Battaglia. But what's interesting is that those 15 million photographs that Gates owned, he sold to a Chinese company years ago. And now all of those photos are available in America through Getty Images. That's how you get them. And if you go to Getty Image and you type in Frank Battaglia, there's none of his are there. And if you type in Edith Beale, again, some obscure person that nobody knows. You ask 1,000 people, no one's ever heard of her. And what you'll get is like, I don't know, I think there's 100 pictures, but none of them are Frank Battaglia. They didn't even, if Gates owned any of, they didn't even bother putting them up online for somebody to download and pay a royalty fee. So it's just ridiculous for Frank to talk about, that Bill Gates has, one of his photographs is just ridiculous. Or that this movie that he was in he was instrumental, that the producer or the director said, if we can't get a Frank Battaglia picture of this woman, we can't make this movie. We're not going to be able to do it. It's that's how he presents it, but that's just so ridiculous that it's hysterical for him to think that. But and then this, you see when he's got this assistant position, and he's listed under the others, and he's listed with equal billing to the lady that served the hamburgers or the limo driver. Nice. And there's 21 assistants, including Frank out there, including the guy that was the raccoon trainer, which Frank, of course, said, there's no such thing as a raccoon trainer. But you can go right out there and see a guy whose title is raccoon trainer. Yeah. That Frank got equal billing with them. And he wasn't invited at the cast party. He didn't rub elbows with Drew Barrymore talking about, his life. They have no clue who he is. So, but he takes this great bar story that, hey, some of his pictures were used in a movie. He doesn't even know who the cast is. He keeps getting the Baldwin brother wrong as to who actually starred in the movie, and turns it into his, this big deal that he's an international figure for these photos of this woman. What's funny is one of the guys that are out here on the Copycat channel, they actually have an email exchange. It's out on email of Frank is talking about how he has all these pictures of this woman, Edith Beale, and that he was the only one who took pictures of her during these years. He's internationally known. And a Jerome Beale, who's like a distant cousin of her, actually tells Frank to stop saying that, because not only is it not true, but that her pictures, the pictures that Frank took, are the worst ones of his aunt.
Really?
And that you're right, and the family doesn't like him, so they're getting ready to post this email exchange, and that he needs to find a different way to present it. Stop lying to people that he's the only one that took pictures of her. So, again, Frank living his. If your life after you've spent your life, if you're 68 years old. And all you can say is that your only job that you ever had was working in the Seattle. I think he dug some ditches, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with ditch diggers, and nothing wrong with picking up trash at the Seattle Park Service. But I'm sure he had aspirations of being the next Ansel Adams, who just the other day he said that he actually called and talked to, which of course nobody believes. But it's a sad life. Instead of just having some great stories, he's turned it to be, that he's this great international photographer, and he just never made it. Maybe he was a great trash picker-upper, but
quit using my name.
Oh, jeez.
Bama?
Him and Bama, jeez.
Him and Bama. Hey, Frank. Hey, Bama. I love your work, buddy. Love your work.
Oh, and his obsession with Bama is just as fascinating. You know, nothing's ever going to happen with that.
You too,
But it's been funny.
Fazio.
Not even worth talking about Fazio anymore. He doesn't even rank in the top couple. You know, he's doing his thing and whatever issues he has. You know, Frank just makes it so damn easy to come up with new bullshit that he spews all the time. So, and again, you know, if he just used the stories as they were presented, you know, in real life, they'd be interesting stories. You know, have a beer over, not these great pieces of history that everybody should know.
$1 bill. Don't forget about the $1 bill.
Well, that's another whole craziness.
Another nut baskets.
Oh yeah, hung like a mule. I don't know what it is. I think it's just, you know, if you never lived up to the standards you set for yourself, I'm sure if he actually did go to that college, whether he graduated or not,
Smash that like button.
I'm sure he saw himself one day being this famous photographer, and then he ends up, having to dig ditches or take menial jobs, and then eventually end up working in a park service as a cleanup man, as a restroom attendant, and picking up trash at the park or fixing this fence and stuff. I'm sure he has to feel devastated that he never made it any big. His LinkedIn profile, he doesn't even mention it. He says he retired, but of course we know that's not true. But doesn't even want to list it.
From
no, he missed out. He didn't he didn't have that interesting life that he probably saw that he was going to have. He was going to be this National Geographic photographer all over the world, traveling, and then when you see him take photographs and his fingers over he's got it upside down and sideways, and his fingers over the over the lens, or it's
that went to hell.
No, I don't think National Geographic's going to be hiring photographers that put their finger over the lens.
How come around his house he would have pictures of yesteryear? That's.
I'm sure it reminds him. I'm sure it reminds him of all he could have been and never was. But I feel sorry for Gilda, because he's had to tell these stories 400 times. I mean, like I said, the whole family, Gilda and the family could recite them.
Are you listening? Wake up, Gilda. Are you listening?
Oh. Yeah. Let me tell you again about this story. She rolls her eyes. She goes, "Oh Christ, here it comes again."
Junior, come here, Junior. Come here, doggy. Here, boy. One more time. I know you heard it once before, but one more time.
Who is it Frank put on a show today? He's putting on a Muff Diver show. Oh my God.
Oh, are you talking about the bad breath? I had to quit listening to that.
Oh, I don't listen to. I listen to the Copycat show. I don't give him any credit on his show. The Copycat's funnier. The funny lines there. And I mean, that one is going to get a lot of comments. That's good. That one's going to be one of those ones that is worth going through the comments and looking. All right, guys, I'm going to go and let you get the show back before it gets too boring with me on it. I wanted to get on there with Big E. I always get a chance to say hello to him. Interesting the way he travels all over the world and stuff still.
Yeah.
And always good talking to you guys. Richard, Big Kev, you guys have a great evening.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you guys later.
Nice talking to you, man. Have a good one.
Thanks for coming up. Have a good weekend, Don.
Mr. Ed, how are you?
Richard,
What's going on,
how are
Ed?
you?
Good.
Not much. Not too much.
Where have you
What's
been, man?
going
You
on
missed
your
a couple
side?
shows.
I have been busy.
Busy doing what?
Drinking.
Well, we are
Sam.
we are doing some work down along the road to the house. Like to get into our house, you got to come up a path, and we're doing some work on that. We're cleaning it up. Going to lay some concrete down just to make it a little bit easier. to get in here.
Yeah.
So it's a little
Are they-
easier getting into the property.
I get a kick out of how in most areas of the Philippines they use those bags of concrete, and you don't see
That's what
many
you're doing.
mixers. You know,
That's how you
maybe
do. That's why you do the bag.
yeah.
She just spent. We already spent over 15,000 pesos on rocks
Wow.
to lay down. You have to lay the rocks down, and then you do the concrete after all the rocks are down.
Hmm.
We're still laying rock out there. Probably next week we'll start mixing some concrete, mixing some cement next week. Get down on it. So keep busy with that. I'm not doing it. I'm just sitting here watching them. But, yeah, you got a good team.
Is the weather nice?
It's 84 degrees out right now.
Sunny, beautiful. Yeah.
9:20 a.m. 9:20, 84. Nice and
Nice.
sunny. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice little breeze coming off the ocean. We
Hmm.
just feel it up here. So nice day.
So when do the kids get out of school? Like in May or something like that?
June.
June?
June, yeah.
Yeah, they don't get much of a break like American kids do. They go
No,
right back
they
to
get
school.
the month of
Yeah.
July, August, or right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They're having my son. Well, he's having his third quarter exams.
Hmm.
He had them last week, so
How old is he? And he's taking exams?
it's 5.
5 years old?
I'll
Man,
tell you, well, he goes to private school.
yeah.
He goes to a private school, and only kindergarten, but they teach him. I said he learned more than like when I was in kindergarten. Like we looked, he was just coloring, trying to stay in the line.
When
Oh
we were
my
in
goodness.
kindergarten, we what did we do? Had
Yeah.
milk and crackers. We took a
That's
nap
it, yeah.
and then went
Red
home.
color, try to stay in the line. Man, these kids learn. Holy Jesus! Like he knows his ABCs in and out.
Nice.
Counts.
Yeah.
He counts. They starting to read. He's starting to read. Tell you, man, they teach them.
Oh yeah.
They learn 2 languages. They teach them English. Teach them their language, Visayan.
Nice.
My goodness. Yeah.
My wife's best friend, she's got a 7-year-old son in Cebu, and he's a character. He doesn't want to learn their national language, and he only likes speaking English.
Yeah.
He's funny, man. Yeah. His name's Luke. He's a character. Very bright kid too. Yeah.
Gonna have to learn it though. Can't get away from it.
Yeah, yeah. He will.
Oh, he will. Oh yeah. I'd say my 2 kids in the States, I pushed them because I raised them. I've been divorced a long time. I raised the 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I pushed them to keep their language. To keep
Oh, yeah,
the
that's cool.
Pampangan and
Yeah, yeah.
Tagalog. Yeah, I pushed them. I said, at least an hour a day you're going to speak. And they did. But I pushed them to keep their language.
Wonder where Kevin is. That's a nice picture he's got on the screen there, though.
Oh, there's a nice one. Mm-hmm.
So, do you get any brownouts or blackouts, whatever they call it?
We had one the other day for a little bit. But see, when they have them here now, they're scheduled. So you know they're coming.
Okay.
Like they'll schedule work in some area and they'll tell you, okay, you're going to have a brownout from 7 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. They'll tell you. And they try to do it on Sundays. They try to keep it on Sundays. So
And everybody can go to the beach.
yeah, then Sundays everybody off. They say 7 to 5, take off, take your family somewhere. And that's what they try to do. So it's not too bad. And if it does go out any other time, it's just a few minutes. It'll just be a couple minutes right back.
Yeah.
But my aircon's gone. I gotta get a new aircon.
Oh,
And
really?
I gotta get. Oh man,
You
sitting
sure
here
it's just not dirty, man? You should take
no,
it
it's
out.
gone. No, it's
side.
gone.
Yeah,
Something's wrong with it. I don't know what it is. But
yeah.
I'm just sitting here with the fan on me. The fan's not too bad. So,
Yeah. If it's steamy hot at night, you might need air conditioning.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, well, at night it doesn't get too bad. Just live with the fan. So far. And this is April. This is the month. This is one of your hottest months. April, May. So it's going to get hot.
Hmm.
April and May. Yeah.
Yeah, your electricity bill goes up some.
My electricity bill, I don't even look at it. Swear to God. Our electricity bill is always 5,000 to 6,000 pesos. No matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's amazing how expensive.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think
you-
it's as much as it
remember,
is in
yeah.
America. But yeah,
Yeah.
how they do
Remember,
it,
I
I
got
don't
that
know.
piglet over there. Like, I got that piglet. You know, I kept. I gotta have lights on them all night long. So
Yeah.
that's there's always electricity. You know?
Yeah,
But
Maybe,
like the other house, the electric bill is probably nothing, 200-300. That's it. But up here, it's up there.
Yeah, you probably got a refrigerator, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
Yeah, those eat
refrigerator,
a lot of
washer.
electricity, and I think back in the olden days they didn't use them in the Philippines, and that's why they bought
No.
all their fresh food and stuff. They put
Yeah,
ice
and
in
that-
beer.
well, yeah. Plus, a lot of the food has vinegar in it,
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
and vinegar acts as a preservative.
And see the stove, the oven's electric. So
Oh wow.
like even though it's the petrol, it's the gas stove, but the
Mhm.
oven's electric. It's a propane stove, but the oven's electric.
Yeah,
But she
Lost-
doesn't use the oven too much.
Lost to Nomad wants to know if you're stoned, Kevin.
You
Ma-
stone, Kevin?
why? I don't do drugs.
Remember, only dopes do dope.
Yeah.
No. No, my
maybe
eyes are
tomorrow.
white. My eyes are white and clear. I don't do shit.
And maybe tomorrow run down and get a refill Aircon. Can't get one here in Escalante, so gonna have to go to Sedai.
I'm not like Gamma. I don't do Cebu and shit.
Are you gonna get one? What are you gonna get? The in-wall ones at, or one of the split ones, or?
I don't know. It's because it's our house, like it just is for my room. Because
Yeah, they say those inverter,
so,
the inverter type are the most efficient,
Yeah.
but probably costs a good buck too. You know.
yeah. Yeah,
Tired.
It's just is for my room. Like see our house here, it's a
Been
small
been
house.
up all
It's
day.
like a one bedroom, the kitchen and a salon. And my salon, like my living room, it's completely open.
Mhm.
Like it's bamboo. And it's
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's always here. Like we have the screen covering it for no bugs or anything, but it's all bamboo, so it's a completely open solid. And we always have the air coming in that. And the best thing is just the bedroom.
Hmm.
You take a nap, Rich?
Oh, I don't. No, I used to years ago when
You
I had
you
rheumatoid.
take a nap during the day?
Nope, not at all.
Oh,
I do.
because sometimes some
I
of
do.
my medicine makes me drowsy during the day, but usually I don't take a
Yeah.
nap. I wake up maybe around 8:30 in the morning. I get up, but I usually go to bed around 11,
Yeah.
and I wake up at around 8:30.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah,
take
I
a
have-
nap during the day. But I used to when I during my other medication I was on, but now I quit taking
Yeah.
my other medication. Now I don't take. I love Don saying I love.
Yeah.
Man, I'm lucky I get
If I
5
take a
hours
nap,
sleep.
then that messes with my sleep pattern.
Hmm.
No, the
Yeah.
24-hour day, I'm lucky I get 5 hours.
Yeah.
I don't sleep at all.
So
I
you,
had.
you don't take a nap during the day, Ed?
I'm lucky I get 5 hours total. I'll get lucky. 5 hours total sleep. That
So
might
so
be an
no
hour
nap during
here.
the daytime then.
Yeah, it might be an hour here, an hour there. I don't sleep. I just
Hmm.
I have no sleep schedule.
Yeah, I get up in the middle of the night, maybe twice, maybe 3 times in the middle of the night and take a whiz. And but
Yes, I am too. I'm up
I mean
late.
I drink one of these and that don't help.
Mm.
Well, being a
So
diabetic
you
don't
you
help either.
drink you drink quite a bit though, Rich, right? Like during the nighttime. So that make you probably go to the bathroom all the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lost,
I'm
have a good
constantly
night,
drinking iced
buddy.
tea. I'm constantly drinking iced tea, so I'm always.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
No, I
diuretic. You
gotta
piss a
quit
lot.
Yeah,
drinking coconut water and stuff, and I drink my um sparkling water. I don't drink soda pop no more, but I do drink sparkling water.
Hmm.
So
That's a pretty good sized bottle. Is that what you drink in like a couple minutes?
feels like it. But I used to drink two. I used to drink those 2 liter Coca Cola. Oh, hello. What's that? I'm still alive. Yeah. I tried to let you on, but you didn't come up. I clicked on you and you never come up. No, I let you try to come up and you never came up.
Is that Frank?
No, Pennsylvania trucker,
Oh,
foul
Mark.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to come up again. Cause Ed tried to come up and he couldn't come up a couple of times also. Man, you got a foul mouth, old man. Hurry up and try to come up. All right, bye. Damn, man, he was cussing me out. Shit, Pennsylvania trucker calling me all kinds of names, and I seen him trying to come up, and it wouldn't let him come up. Ed tried to come up a couple of times and he couldn't come up. And Pennsylvania trucker calling me all kinds of names and stuff, and calling me the F word and stuff. And
Oh,
I'm saying,
wow.
hey, I tried to click on you and let you come up, and the my channel rejected him. And I said, damn.
Damn.
Oh, isn't that a bitch?
You never know. Somebody you gave a wrench that could have blocked them or something, man. Maybe that
Okay,
could cause it.
let me give him a link again.
Take a look and see if he's blocked or something.
Oh no. He can't be blocked because he got a he got a wrench and shit.
Okay. That's odd.
Hmm.
Link. He's looking for the link. Remember years ago we were afraid to give the link that somebody was going to come on and post porn or something.
Porn,
That was
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot of sickos out there though.
Oh yeah.
Still a lot of sickos out there. That's why I got my finger on the mouse, just in case. Just in case they're gonna flash their pecker or something. There, okay, now I see him. Hey, Mark.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, we I tried to get you up a couple of times, but the channel rejected you.
Well,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
What the hell is that for?
Foul mouth fucker. Tapping peace. I was telling anybody you were calling me all kinds of names. Sounded like a truck driver.
Yeah, I
Well,
thought you was
hey,
avoiding me or something, and that said your
Sounded like
show
an
ended.
Australian truck driver.
Like, I know it's streamed in because I'm watching people chat, and I know it didn't end, but it showed it ended an hour ago.
Oh wow.
Oh. No, Don C got off. Big E got off, and then Don C got off.
I know, I was listening as they were on. That's why I was trying to come up.
Where you at?
Texas on I-20. I meet Jeff. I don't know. Did you ever meet Jeff before? My former fire captain.
Yeah, I talked to him a couple. Talked to him a couple of times.
He lives over here
know
in
who you're
Wiley.
talking about.
He's got to bring one of my holsters for one of my pistols. Got 3 pistols in here and only 1 holster. So I got to get that holster and buy another one for the 3rd pistol.
Well, how many are you gonna have in your vehicle?
Well, I got 3 in here right now. One's going to Florida.
You getting
No,
ready for
keep
the
it
apocalypse or something, or what?
Damn right, buddy. I'll probably leave one in Florida and grab the shotgun and throw in here. So I'll have 2 pistols and a shotgun. I have to go to PA and grab my 7mm.
Well, fuck.
Shit,
Why
fan off the hunt.
why do you want your 7mm? Man, you can what? Use a sniper?
Damn right if I have to.
Man, that's a long distance. I shot a 7mm when I was a kid. Man, that killed that. You can only do that a couple of times.
Yeah, I just bought.
You dislocate your shoulder.
I just bought 60 rounds for $180.
Now,
Got get about
that's a big-ass
500
bullet.
rounds. Yeah,
7mm.
got two boxes of armor piercing and 1 regular.
Wow.
Where'd you get that out of? Arizona, the Armin Pearson?
No, I order them online. My little brother does.
Oh,
I'm gonna get another 60 rounds of armor piercing and another
and you wonder where your money goes.
80 rounds of the regular shot. Yeah, that's all I do is buy guns and ammo.
And that's not called paranoia, right?
You never know. Somebody might come back to the States, and I want to get them from a distance.
Well, yeah. The hunchback could come back, and he could be looking for you.
Yeah, I know. I gotta be prepared. I want to get my ass whooped.
You open up a can of whoop ass.
Yeah.
SpongeBob could be coming out. Hey, there's SpongeBob right here. Talking about D-Day.
Yeah, that knife that he carries is a deadly weapon. I want to be prepared.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
No
kidding,
now
man.
Trump gotten.
He's pretty quick to pull that out, too.
Yeah. Now Trump got indicted. I figure I'll throw a little extra firepower in my truck. You never know what the hell's going to happen.
Well, some of those states some of those states you have it's okay to carry, right? But some of those states
Yeah, yeah, all those
you
states are
can't
you can
carry,
carry.
right?
Yeah, yeah. No, Bama, relax. I'm not coming after you unless you come at me with a knife. Then yeah, you're probably gonna get shot.
Man,
Yeah.
no, the way the hunchback talks, man, he's pretty bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he knows how big of a guy I am. He won't tangle with me. He can talk all the shit he wants behind the keyboard, but he won't. He'll never face me.
Well, I got my trusty there we go for my ears, clean up my ears, my nose hairs.
Yeah, they say Chinese troops are already here, so I don't know.
Well, I'm sure they're everywhere.
Yeah, so we just gotta get prepared just in case. I gotta head for the mountains.
Yeah, these come in handy. Snap on.
Yeah.
Take this with me. That's for sure.
I see Texas is trying to pass a bill now that they're gonna, I guess, deputize citizens and let them patrol the border, or something to do with the border patrol and the border. I might just retire and do that for a while.
You get paid for it?
I don't know.
Well, if you get paid for it, that'd be good. You get paid for it. I'll take my AR-15. And I'll
There you
go
go.
with
Yep, yep. I got two AR-15s.
you. Well, yeah, but that scope. I mean not my scope, but I mean your pump.
Oh, my 12 gauge pump.
Yeah, that's always nice. Close
Yeah,
range.
got two 12 gauge pumps, a 12 gauge semi-automatic, a 410 pump, a 16 gauge double barrel.
Somebody, I was watching on YouTube. I think it was one of the YouTube shorts, and it showed this guy who had a 9mm close range, and he shot like X amount of times, and it showed this guy with a 12 gauge buckshot, one shot. It was home protection. He said,
Yeah.
with the 12, and he said, don't leave home without it.
Yeah,
He said 12 gauge is better than a 9mm
damn
for
right.
home protection. Hell yeah!
Yeah,
One shot compared to the 9mm, and he said you got like six more shot with the pump with the buckshot.
Yeah.
yeah. I got Dragon Breath rounds for the 410 and 12 gauge.
Man, that
like
is just
100
incredible what that can do.
Yeah. Then I got rounds with 12 gauge. It has two balls in it with a cable on it. I got rounds for 12 gauge
Oh.
to shoot that, and the cable just cuts right through whatever you're shooting at.
Kind of well in the old days on the pirate ships they used to do that, and they would rip apart the seals and the pipe seal poles and everything
Yeah, yeah.
on the other ships.
Right.
Mask and everything.
Anybody wants to fight for shit hits the fan, just find out where I'm at, and I got plenty of guns and ammo.
Yeah, just wait till one person drops and you get to pick up what they drop.
With my little brother and I, we have 3 big safes. They hold like 20 something each, and they're all full. We have over
Yeah,
60 pew pews. Now I got one semi-automatic 12 gauge out in Cali. My 16 gauge is in Texas at my former captain's house. I have the 12 gauge pump down in Florida. I have a 9mm
Okay, Rich.
pistol and a 22 out in Arizona. My 7mm and 22s in Pennsylvania, and the rest of them are in Virginia.
When you gotta be at your next destination?
I'm going to Philly.
Oh. To layover, or you're dropping off?
Dropping off anywhere from Sunday night to Monday morning at 6 a.m. Somewhere in there, I got to drop off. Or they'll
You're
reschedule
gonna have
Tuesday
Easter
morning.
with your mom?
No.
Oh.
I just seen her a few weeks ago. They live in northeastern PA. I'm going to southeastern part.
If the zombies, right? No kidding, man.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the apocalypse.
Yep. Getting ready for something. Don't know what's going to pop off, but if something pops off, I want to be prepared.
Hey, do you guys have much roadkill on the highways?
I just seen a moose up in northern Arizona along the road that was killed.
Really?
I see a lot of deer and shit.
Oh man, we have deer in my yard. We got deer in my yard right now. You could do a flashlight spot and you could see their eyes popping out.
Yeah, over in Lexington they just had a train derailment. Did you hear anything about that?
Just recently?
Yeah, just within the last couple of days.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well, we just had at Fort Campbell. We just had 2 Blackhawks collide. In the middle of the night.
Yeah, I seen that too. Yep. Yeah, they're on a training mission.
We had that Bo Dyke go to the school and massacre those 6 kids. Those 3 kids and the 2 the 3 teachers.
Yeah, CNN. Everybody's trying to say it was 7 victims. They're
Well,
trying
6 altogether, right?
Yeah, plus the shooter.
Plus
the
shooter.
Yeah, they're trying to add the shooter as a victim. He wasn't no victim, or she.
She.
Terrorist. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't. Well, they said the shooter was a. I don't know if the shooter was it really a girl, or is it a guy, or what?
It looked like a girl, but it was a trans. So
what does that really mean? Because like in our household, and my buddy Richard in Florida, we are having a hard time wrapping our finger around it. Is it a woman?
It's a guy.
Because they said it's a female.
Yeah, but it's a guy. Yeah, it's a guy that claims she's a female. He's a female.
So at the morgue, when they strip it, and if it has a pecker, then it's really a man.
I guess. I don't know, man. I guess it all depends on what they identify as.
Well, if it's whacked off and they got like a woman's pee, then it's a female.
Yep, I guess.
Very difficult, man.
They just had some inmate. It was a guy that claimed he was a female. They put him in a female prison, jail or
That's
prison.
good.
I think a prison. And they got a couple of the inmates knocked up. I forget what state that was in.
Oh, that's classic.
That'll be the bummer when he goes to jail. Oh, I'm a female.
Gypsy's in the house. What's going on, Gypsy?
Hey, Gypsy. Hello, everybody in the chat.
Oh. Yeah, that's just the U.S. is just going to hell, man.
Yeah, it is like big time. That's why I've been buying ammo. Get stocked up just in case. Yeah, it's getting bad, man. His rates are down, and a lot of
Oh,
trucks
you're
are going
talking
on
about your
strike.
pay rates?
Like 20. Yeah. Like this rate here is 5,300 going from Rio Rico, Arizona to Philadelphia. It was 20 some hundred miles, so I only paid a little over $2 a mile. I believe it's a light load though, because it feels light. I haven't weighed it yet.
Huh.
Mexico tried to pull me in last night, but I went around them. Because I away low, I'm like, screw this. I took my chances. There was no cops sitting there, so I went around them. On the port of entry, coming out of Arizona into Mexico. Yep. Got a load of, I don't know what I got, a mixture of everything, but I know on the back skids it's green peppers.
Oh, produce, huh?
Yeah. Came up out of Mexico because I sat there all friggin' day before they finally got me loaded. So I know it's come up out of Mexico because all them trucks are coming in and unloading.
No
Mexican trucks.
illegals hanging on?
I don't know if they are. They're in for a hell of a ride because I was doing 80 to 90 all day long. Majority of the day.
Yeehaw.
Across Texas, 80 miles per hour. My brother one time, because I have I had 4 brothers that drove truck. Or 3 brothers. Now I got 2 that still drive over the road. My little brother, he works local now running equipment. But he still has a CDL. Well, my brother Rod, he was in McAllen, Texas. He stopped and got fuel, went got his receipt and stuff. Came out, took off. He went through a border checkpoint. And I guess their dogs are trained to sniff Mexicans. I don't know how, but they are. And he went through and they told him pull over for inspection. Here behind the cab, they crawl up in where the air vent is, or the air chute thing is on top of the truck. There's 3 Mexicans up in there.
Huh.
They rent him and everything. My brother, they didn't arrest him. They said, from now on, if you stop like that around the border, look for like scuff marks from shoes where they climb up in there. So, yeah, I didn't know them dogs, they
ask
sniff
how much
out drugs
they
too.
paying them. You pay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee he wasn't smuggling them in because none of us, if we smuggled, they're going to be smuggled out of the country back to Mexico, not in.
Couple of senoritas, mamacita.
I don't call that smuggling. I call that saving taxpayers' money. So I'll take fuckers back to the border and tell them get the fuck off my truck. Get the fuck back to your own country.
Do my laundry and dishes.
All right.
See if they got any burritos, tamales. Do
Yeah,
my
I do
laundry
believe
and
things are
clean the
going to get
bacon
bad
strips.
real soon. All right.
You gonna go to bed pretty soon?
No, I got another couple hours driving now. I got to wait for the fire captain to come down, bring my holster down. That's where my 16 gauge is. I have a whole case of 16 shells for that.
Okay.
He has a bunch of guns too, so I mean, I really need to leave any there. Just I left it there that way. If we have to, we could hunt and shit, you know, for food.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't got to worry about hunting, boy. You can just go outside, leave a couple of breadcrumbs trail, and
Yeah,
boy,
yeah.
I mean, you got them coming to your house right out your, go and lead them to your garage, and you got them right there.
Yep. If I'm in the South, even in Texas, from like Beaumont, Texas, east, all the way in the southeast there, shit, I'll get a couple gators, you know. I like gator meat.
Yeah, the tails. We got tails, gator tails here at our restaurants here.
Yeah, that's what they say. The meat comes from the tail.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't believe in shooting an animal, not taking all the meat. So I've never done a gator before, but I'm gonna have one of them.
They tail tastes pretty good. Kind of pinkish color tail.
Yeah.
That's the meat color.
Well, when I'm
Pretty
in Florida,
tender.
I have a house out in Ocala National Forest. So I'm gonna get somebody around there to show me how to do a gator sometime.
Bammer knows. The Bam,
Yeah.
he knows.
I can use it for gator bait. Sorry, baby, my gun jammed. Fight it off.
Just
Talk
have him
shit.
do a little jig.
Yeah, talk shit to the gator. Hold him off till I get my gun unjammed.
No kidding, man.
He ain't gonna go to Frank's and meet up with Frank. I don't know why he even talks
He
shit. Because
he
ain't gonna
ain't
do
doing
shit.
nada.
Nope. All he does is talk a bunch of shit over the internet.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
He's just good for, he wouldn't. Big Head Larry was gonna buy him a free lunch and some booze, and he's too afraid to meet up with Big Head Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Yeah, pretty funny. He got mad at Larry. I got to hook up with you at the hospital.
Oh, jeez.
Larry said, "No, the old Bam. I went to the hospital and you wasn't there. You made me look bad." And Larry started laughing at him.
Where's Larry? Is he in Cebu or Bohol, or you don't know?
Actually, he's in Cebu, or he's plans on going to Cebu, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Larry said, "You know I'm a troll. Hey, you made me look bad." Hey, look in the mirror, buddy. Not
Yeah.
much makes you look bad.
You said
Right.
that. Yeah.
Take a deep look in the mirror, buddy. You already look bad.
I see
Look what
Gypsy in the
Dimples-
house. Sorry,
Yeah.
man.
When Dimples
Yeah, hey,
left his
Gypsy.
ass, he's trying to say I paid Dimples to leave him so I could be with her.
Oh God.
Her and Drake was together the whole time.
Well, good for you.
Still talk to her and Drake.
That's probably that's the smartest thing she ever did was leaving him.
Yep. He swore up and down I was the one that wanted to be with her.
Oh yeah.
Well, a lot of
We
guys,
all-
smart guys wanted to be with her.
What's up?
We all knew
Gypsy?
that was a lie. I knew she was Drake before he even did, before
Mhm.
anybody did.
I mean, she's a good-looking lady,
Yeah.
smart. She had good
That's actually
good
pretty
good
cool.
ambition.
Kev, she's
Yeah,
just
when I
your,
go over, we're gonna go over and meet her.
she's your kind of girl, Kevin.
Yeah, I know. She's good-looking body.
Mhm.
She got a good guy right now.
Yeah, Drake's cool.
Yeah.
We talk on the phone once in a while.
Yeah,
he American guy?
That was the
American?
smartest thing she
Yeah.
ever did was leaving to him.
Yeah, he lives in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bama must have cried himself to sleep every night when she left him.
Yep. There goes my meal ticket. Pennsylvania trucker stole her away.
Well, he probably cried when you left, Bam. I mean, Mark.
Probably,
back.
because you know
Come back.
it was the first time I've been there. I gave him $200 to meet me over there at the airport because I was just new to YouTube, and he was American that was there. So he came over, and then we stayed at that Duck Inn, and I just paid like every night, you know, whatever my bill was for food, drinks, everything. I had a tab, so now it comes to think of it, he probably running that shit up on the tab, you know, while he was there a couple days.
You think?
We spent like 3 days.
Yeah.
The girlfriend and I and her mom and stuff stayed for 3 days in Manila. And then we went to Cebu for, I think, 2 days because they wanted to hit a mall there.
Jeez.
2 or 3 days, and we went on down to Davao City and went home.
How is that, Davao? Nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the city because you can't smoke in the city. They only have like 3 or 4 spots. It's a little caged-in area.
Yeah.
That you walk into, and I mean, you're out in public. I don't know, see what the big deal is, but you're only allowed to smoke there.
Yeah.
So on the way home, the taxi driver, we got a taxi coming home. He charges like 2,200 pesos. And it was like an hour and a half drive, and we stopped at the mall so they could buy groceries and stuff. We got like potatoes, different American foods.
Mm.
And he stopped like 3 or 4 times, so I gave him a cigarette on the way home, you know.
Mm-hmm. So
Keep
you
it
met.
down.
Quit using my name.
So Mark, you actually met Bama, huh?
Yeah, when I first got there.
Yeah.
When he was gullible and he didn't know any better.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't know anybody. I always think I knew Kev at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I didn't know what to expect. All I ever hear is, you know, be careful because they rip you off over there.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that, Mark?
I have to look at my passport. Then the bummer tried to say Geneso was 17. I even sent her ID to Roberto, plus the passport with my stamps in it, to show that she was 19 when I went there.
Oh, he was saying. Yeah, he said that.
He said that he asked her to see her ID, and she showed it. She can't stand him.
Yeah.
He was
Why did he care?
Well,
He's
he
like-
didn't, but he was trying to say that he's seen her ID But I know that's not true because he was always trying to get money from her because he knew that she had one of my
Really?
bank cards. When
Really?
he lived in Digos, I believe, he was always trying to get money from her for cigarettes, phone cards, all kinds of shit.
Oh, really? He
wanna
he
give
was
it to
trying to
him.
grease you for money?
Did
Yeah,
he?
trying to get money out of her. She's friggin' tight. She will not part with money.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What a scumbag.
Yeah, she can't stand him.
Wow.
We still, I told her, I said, I was telling her he was saying she was 17. I said, keep talking shit about you. So I'll send money over, get a lawyer, and file a case against you for discriminate or whatever it is. You know, for lying about her. My passport stamps and her ID don't lie, you know. We can prove exactly how old she was.
That's kind of like Ricky Drama trying to do moves on my buddy in Thailand with his girlfriend, B. Moran's
Oh.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I must have missed that.
Yeah, that was just recently.
Oh, okay.
B. Moran's girlfriend. Ricky Drama was trying to. He was over at the bar and he was over there and buying drinks and stuff with, and his girlfriend was there, and he had the camera out and he was talking stupid and just being
Fuck,
stupid.
I don't know
and
why
stuff.
people do that. B. Moran's a pretty cool guy, I think.
Yeah, I know. Bill Moran's been on my show before, and
Yeah.
Ricky Drama is saying, "Look, here's your girlfriend," and I think her name is Nung, and he's going, "Look, look around," and he's like acting like he's like trying to woo her, and just acting like a real prick and stuff.
Is he
And
the young guy?
he's saying, I'm trying to get the real reason why things are going on and stuff, and you know, just really like he's trying to act like he's gonna like bed her tonight.
Really? So
And
Kevin,
and his girlfriend, Vicky's girlfriend, that heavyset girl left him already. Pretty funny.
Kevin, the B. Moran guy,
Yeah.
is he the guy, the young guy from Baltimore?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
delivering
back
pizzas or
driving right now.
Yeah. He's a young guy.
Yeah, but he's really cool
Yeah.
and he works real hard.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah. Where did he go? To Thailand or something like that?
Yeah, his girlfriend's there and they hang out for like 6 months and then now he comes back and works here and now then Ricky Drama is hanging out where his I think his girlfriend's aunt has like a bar or a barber shop, and now Ricky Drama is like hanging out like hound dog and the like the aunt and his girlfriend and stuff. Pretty kind of creepy.
Yep.
You're trying to antagonize people, that's all.
They won't fuck around down around my house because they're all related right there. There's houses all over and it's all relation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anybody comes there that doesn't belong in there, they already know who it is.
No,
Yeah,
but
they
he
don't belong
see
there.
Ricky's just doing head trips on Ron,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
psychological, you know.
So how did Ron take it? Did he get pissed or?
No, but you know, I'm sure just with Ricky drinking and being a ass probably does, especially if Ron's drinking at night after work
Yeah.
and watching Ricky hanging around doing his stupid looks that he does and trying to say that he's gonna be doing stuff.
I know the Bronchi captain. I don't know him. I mean, I've seen him. He's been at the house, and I've walked past his house. He only lives about 400 feet from my house over there. It's like 3 or 4 houses down. He has a little pig farm. I mean, I don't, use him for leverage.
Mm-hmm.
I just know he's a Bronchi captain because they
Yeah,
told me
that's
that.
true.
Yeah, it's a Bronchi captain. Like I said, I've talked to him. They walked baby down there. She's only like 2. We got and see the pigs and the one goat walking down. They had a goat and an ox or some fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came up to the house stuff because they all go to the same church. And girlfriend's dad's like the treasurer of the church, so I've seen him there at the house a few times, and we'd sit there and bullshit. But he talked to me about American stuff.
When I was on ship, and I had a girlfriend in Dutch Harbor, and we would go out and work out on the ship, and we would be gone for like a month, maybe 2 months, and all the guys and the captain, the crew, they would say, Kevin, you don't lose your girlfriend, you lose your turn.
Right?
I go. What do you guys mean by that?
He means that
They go. Think about it for 2 months. I go. I don't understand. And then I start thinking about it. You don't lose your girlfriend. You lose your turn. And by the end of 2 months, I got my hair long. I got a whole full beard. I come back. Then I start hearing rumors and stuff. Man, I kicked my girlfriend out.
Women need loving too,
I get an airplane ticket. I leave her in Dutch Harbor. Get a new. I left her. Cause see, my mom and dad they own a hotel and a restaurant in Dutch Harbor on Alaska side. See, there's 2 parts of Dutch Harbor and Unalaska, and my parents got a hotel and restaurant on Unalaska side. The airport is on Dutch Harbor side, and when we came back. My dad said, Kevin, I got something to tell you. And I go, what's that? My dad told me because rumors are just like Filipino rumors. And the rumors got back to my dad that my girlfriend was seeing a whole bunch of guys.
Everybody was banging their girlfriend?
No kidding.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they knew you liked her. Really liked her.
Well, yeah, because see, there's like thousands of fishermen from all over the world.
Yeah.
And there's only a few women, and even the ugly women have like guapo guys, because. There's no women on the island except few women that live there, some native women that live there, and then that's it.
Wow.
So the women have the best of everything.
Uh-huh.
And all the guys have like thousands, like wads of money.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gets paid in cash.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the ugly
This,
girls are
this
doing
was the
well.
good old. Yeah, this was back in the 1980s.
Wow.
Uh,
I went across the street and got myself some of that cheese popcorn. You'd ever have that?
No.
cheddar cheese popcorn.
Cheddar cheese popcorn, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in the Philippines or are you over here in the States?
No, I'm in the States. Yep.
Okay.
Well, Richard lives in upstate New York, Mark.
Yeah,
Okay. What part? I mean, you say upstate, but I mean upstate's a pretty big area.
Near Saratoga Springs. You familiar with that area?
Okay. Yeah, I've been up in there.
Yeah. It's mostly completely different than the political landscape in the
Yeah.
southern tier of New York State, where all the crazy people are.
I used to run a lot of potatoes up into New York.
Yeah,
Bulk potatoes.
I love potatoes. I had baked potato the other night and sausage and peppers my wife made me. Oh, it was friggin' great. Baked potato with sour cream,
Yeah.
salt and pepper, butter. Delicious, man.
I met
Real
Havoc
butter.
Master a couple
Real
months
butter.
ago. His wife made me breakfast and brought over.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. Came over and hung out about a half hour. He just got off for work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Havoc Master got a hold of me, called me up, and I'm going. I think it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going. Who the hell is this? Because he had no avatar, and he
Yeah.
called me up out of the blue.
I heard of
And
that
I'm
name,
going-
but I don't know who he is, though.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. He comes on once in a while.
He's married to a Filipino.
Is he the guy
Yeah,
that
he
used
used to support the Bummer, and then Bummer on Facebook
Turn
sent
on
the
him.
same message to like 5 or 6 of the people on there, and they all were talking. Him and Jay and the other guys, and Bummer sent the same message to all of them at the same time. And they got talking, and they're like, "Fuck him."
Yeah. As you know, I seen him in a video with Ricky there in Cebu a couple weeks. He's a very little guy, man. He's got a
He
big.
is.
Oh,
He's got a,
He is.
Yeah.
he's got a big yap for a little guy. I don't care.
Well,
If
Jay's kind of stocky.
no,
know.
not Jay.
Uh,
Bama.
No,
Oh,
Bama. Yeah, he's
oh,
short.
oh, oh.
He's not 5'7", I can tell you, because I'm 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mark.
He's shorter
Pennsylvania.
than 5'7".
Mark, tell, because people think I am short. Pennsylvania trucker
Nah,
and I are
Kevin's as
both
tall
the
as
same
I
height.
am. Yeah.
Yeah, I am fatter than Pennsylvania trucker, but Pennsylvania trucker and I are the same height.
Yeah.
And these clowns said that I am short.
they said
Yeah.
they said he was 5'4" and he weighed 450 pounds.
No.
Yeah,
he's,
that's
I'm
what Vicky
6'1",
Dramas
he's as tall
said.
as I am.
Yeah.
No. You're at least 6'1".
Yeah, I know, but Rainman said, all these stupid people said,
Yeah.
I met
just
Rain
because.
Man, too, at a truck stop once.
You met Rain Man?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, we had
I-
breakfast or lunch.
I
Bob
got two documents, and one document says I'm 6'1", and one document says that I am 5'9", 5'10", and I said, "Hey, this document is the truth."
Yeah, I
So-
met Roberto.
that guy, what's his name you just mentioned, Rainman. A few years ago, he met Bob Cooper. He shows up at his house out of the blue,
Yeah.
pulls right up. And Bob didn't know who he was or anything. And he said, let's go get a cheeseburger. And he took him out for a burger, but that was it. Then he started all this shit of doxing people driving around. And
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, see, Rainman is Maximus.
That's what everybody said. Yeah, I used to talk to Rain Man up because every time I went through Chicago, I'd always call him and get a weather.
Yeah,
report.
him, and Jerry are buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to meet Nico. I want to meet him, and Tom and Ruth. They're supposed to come back to the States.
Yeah, Tom and Ruth are good people.
Yeah, I want to meet them. I'd go meet Fazio if you want me to, if I was over that way.
Yeah, you know,
I
Jerry,
think Fazio would be
Jerry,
cool to hang out with.
he's a good person, but he likes to jump the fence. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know, well, one moment he's a good guy, next moment he'll turn on you. So, and then he says that he's a prankster. So,
Yeah, Big E, I want to meet Big E too.
How about
Maybe.
Frank? He's in the chat. My journey.
how about,
Philippines.
you know,
I'd meet Frank if he wanted to meet up.
Frank is good. He can be good.
I'd
I'll-
go meet him if you wanted to, or
I'll
meet
meet
him out
him.
in public.
I'll meet Frank in Cebu City, but I ain't driving up to taking a ride up to Bantayan Island, man. That's like,
Yeah,
5 hours.
Go to Fridays.
yeah, it's a long ride, man. Way up the
Is it
tip
really?
of Cebu. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a 4-hour bus ride up to the top of Cebu, and then you
Oh.
got to take a ferry across, and yeah, it's
I
a
didn't
long-
do
Go
any
to-
traveling.
Mm.
Richard,
Huh?
Frank said, sure, we could go to Fridays and meet
Nah.
up.
I don't go out to those malls very often. I don't really care for them.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that would be good, Frank. Go meet up
Yeah.
at Fridays.
I like to
I'd go
hang
there
in.
and meet up with him.
Yeah. Bring your wife a backup.
Oh, yeah, girlfriend will be with me, no doubt, because they'll meet me at the airport. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Frank.
Oh,
And bring Yoda for backup.
no, I meet up with people. I don't look cause
Oh
they
hell, Frank.
He's gonna
you-
meet. He's
Come
gonna
on up,
meet.
Frank.
He said he's gonna meet the Knife Man. We know who that is.
Hey, you go, Frank.
You guys are-
You could come on up.
These YouTubers are so comical, man. Everybody takes it so serious, and to me, it's funny.
Frank,
Yeah, but he should
Frank
never
is
pull
good.
that knife on that waitress, so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man, yeah. Don't bring a knife, Frank. That shit's not funny.
No, that was Bummer pulled that knife out with that waitress when she asked him or told me it was money
I
from
took a
whoever.
gun away from somebody before, but I don't like knives.
No.
But a gun's okay, but a knife, that's fucked up.
Somebody pulls a knife on me, they better plan on using it.
Well, see, with that knife, that prick, he waited until I turned my back, and then he clobbered me. But he didn't get me when face to face. He waited
Right.
Until I turned, and then he did it.
And they're not going to. It's the cowards.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was down in Davao City, Magsaysay area, everybody was scared of me. I was like much
Yeah.
bigger than all them people.
Yeah.
Even the Muslims didn't even talk to me. I said, well, I'm American. They don't like Americans anyway, so it don't really matter. Everybody just stare at me as I'm walking by or whatever, you know. And then the
You're
one
a
guy I used to go
Adventure.
visit, girlfriend's cousin's husband. So why the hell does everybody just stare at me and they're afraid to talk? They're like, because they're scared of me because you're so big. I said, oh,
Well, can you imagine what they do to Big E?
yeah.
he's
'cause
even
he's like-
worse.
Yeah, he's like 6'7", 6'8", something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys know Bama's new show? Tom Kinsley in the chat has said wants to know if Bama's on social media anymore. Where can he catch one of his shows?
It's
Yeah, but
Passport
he doesn't
Bros or
show
some
himself.
bullshit.
He has
Yeah.
he don't show his face no more.
Yeah, he acts like it's him. It's somebody else, but you can tell it's him. Same voice, same cough, same everything. And he'll act like, oh yeah, I know Barry.
Yeah, kind of like he's Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
So what you're
Oh,
saying is he thinks he's hiding, but everybody knows where he is.
yeah. He's under a different name. He acts like it's somebody else, because he supposedly
Yeah.
sold that channel. Well, nobody is gonna buy that channel.
Yeah.
All you can do is laugh at the dumbass.
Yeah.
No, nobody gives him money no more. No love. No nada. Only thing he
All I
has is
know is-
mental illness.
He won't show up at my house, I guarantee it. Girlfriend will tell him to get the fuck out of there, and then her brothers and dad and everybody will jump in.
Man, he's been all over the place, all over the Philippines.
That's because he
Well, yeah,
fucking
because he
owes
can't
everybody.
stay long.
yeah.
Where was he in the pandemic? Was he out in Romblon or something? That's way out in the middle of nowhere.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's past Boracay.
Yeah. Frank says he took away his monetization.
All the
Good for
bummers.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you, Frank.
Kevin, what happened to that machine you used to have where you could put applause on or something like that,
What's that?
Remember that machine you had? You could do applause and stuff. You push a button on it.
Oh, I still got it.
When somebody makes a comment like that, like Frank that took away his monetization, you could hit the applause button.
I got 300 something subs on my channel. I don't even want to be big. If people don't like me, then oh well. They come on, I'll just block their ass and be done with it.
Yeah.
I'll do shows constantly. I do them and then I stop for a while and then I'll do some. Usually in winter time when it's snowing, I do a lot of them.
Yeah. I've seen some of your
Keep
streams.
you
They're pretty cool.
occupied, Mark.
What's that, Kev?
It keeps you occupied, right?
Yeah, it just
Keep your mind
Say.
occupied.
there's times people think I said on YouTube you don't watch your shows, and I don't because I'm usually driving, Kevin usually calls me when he does one. That's why I'm able to get on his.
No,
Like
we didn't.
Nico, I don't get notifications once in a great while, so I don't know if he just doesn't do shows a lot. I don't know.
I think he's doing them in the morning. Like I kind of caught a few minutes of his. He's out hiking or something like that,
Yeah. I'd like to meet Popeye just for the hell of it, go out and have coffee or something. I don't think he likes me, so. But I wouldn't mind going because a lot of times, like I have a brother that lives right in Lakeland, Florida. I run over and have coffee with him or breakfast or something. But the only one I ever
my
done
little
a
brother lives in Marco Island.
oh, does he? The only one I ever done a show with was Big Kev. Everybody else I met up with, I didn't do his show. I didn't want to do one with Big Kev, but he wanted to do one. I'm like, okay.
No,
And he was
what?
pissed
That's a
'cause he
damn lie. You
had a hard
said,
time connecting to the
Kevin,
Wi-Fi.
I'll buy you whatever you want to eat. Let's just have a show together. I said, damn, man.
So you guys
Nick
had a
was
show, Kev?
buying that whole time.
Kev, you guys met?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we met up a couple times.
Kevin's met a lot of guys. Remember Mikey 550 years ago came down from, where is it? Indianapolis, Kevin, and Philip Janik, he came down and
Yeah. Well, we all meet at the same place at the Chinese pit stop.
and
at
then
the Chinese
Yes.
restaurant.
John Baker drove from California to visit you, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to meet
and
John
then-
too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll meet him in Bob Cooper sometime I'm out in California. I'll get a rundown because I think they're around the same area, Bakersfield.
Yeah,
No,
John's over in Bakersfield area.
Cooper was
Yeah.
in like the Central Valley, but he moved way up to Mount Shasta now. He's way up north now. And I think isn't Bakersfield close to like Los Angeles?
No.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
Central part.
yeah, Bakersfield. Yeah, like Central.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Cooper's up near almost the Oregon border up there.
Okay. I
Lake
used to run up in there.
It's a beautiful place, man. He's been streaming from there.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. All the pine trees and shit. I just pull a lot of onions out of Portland or Ontario, Oregon, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Just over the border.
Xbox games. Yeah, he's still doing that.
And
Well, he says he is.
Wow. I remember years ago, Bama was with that cute little one. What was her name? Maya. And he was more interested in playing Xbox than playing with her.
Well, see, when I was there, when I met him, he said that she's the one that kept his passport and wouldn't give it back to him. Yeah, that Maya. That's the first one he went to meet. I guess Big Head Larry was banging her for a while there and done a video.
Yeah. Big Head is funny, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a character. 100 miles north of Los Angeles, Bakersfield is.
Yeah.
That's where all that, like Buck Owens music comes from, right?
Yeah, it's
Country
right
music.
off of It's all around I-5 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwight Yoakam and Buck put Bakersfield on the map.
Wasn't Dwight originally from like Pennsylvania or something like that, Kevin?
No, Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky? Yeah. Yeah.
Him, also that guy from the Pirates of the Caribbean, he's from Kentucky.
Who the heck is Glenn? Glenn kept his passport because he owed money.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's somebody has a store or something. He don't have a passport.
Huh.
He only has a picture of it on his phone. That's it.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, when I was there, I didn't take my passport with me every time we went. I always stayed at the house,
Yeah.
But if I would have had an issue, I could have went back and got it with no problem. I had my driver's license on me. Prove, I was a U.S. citizen.
I keep my passport with me. I got to renew my passport.
Do you?
Yeah, mine's almost done.
You're good for like 10 years, right?
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, mine is.
Mine's dead next year.
I had one back in late 90s, but I couldn't find that. But I would have had to renew it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I just applied for another one before I went to the Philippines.
Oh,
Wow.
I see. Frank said Glenn lives in Mandaue, has a business, and Bummer goes to see him when he's broke. I know a lot of people from Mandaue. It's amazing how many Filipinos.
What the hell? Danny, whatever his name is, he's from
Danny Gordon?
Digos. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a sorry
He's
store,
a
and
Texan.
Danny kicked Bummer out. He told me he had to leave because he had family coming in. And Bummer left, and I guess the sorry store asked Danny where Bummer was because he owed him a lot of money. And Danny just paid it, just keep peace.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
That was pretty embarrassing. Because he said, I'll pay you
Yeah, because Danny.
when I get my money.
Danny's a good guy. When they had all the the earthquakes down there, he actually messaged me because I couldn't get any money at Genicel. I had money, but everything was down. I couldn't wire money across, so he gave her like 5 or 10,000.
I remember him in your chat, Kevin, years ago. Is he still around?
Yeah, he's a professional
No, don't worry
plumber.
about it.
Yeah, he had a plumbing business, man. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been over at the house. Yeah, he's been over at the house a couple times. We invite him over for Christmas parties, birthday parties.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife.
Danny supported my
Yeah,
channel
picnic
before.
one. Danny's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
I told him when I come over, I'm going to take him and his wife out, because he won't take any money back.
Mm.
He said, if tables return, he was in American I was over there, I'd do the same thing for him, which I would, whether I do or not.
Yeah, during that hurricane, man, when you couldn't get any communications, it was last December. It hit Cebu pretty bad.
Yeah.
What city you going
I know
into?
when they had... Yeah, down there in Davao City, when they had all those earthquakes and those aftershocks, there's people staying on the basketball court, and I had bought some tents, but not many, a couple of them, And but I sent like $300 a week over for food because there's like 50 people sleeping on that concrete slab,
Wow.
And I felt bad for them, and because I know everybody there, they all like me, because I make a lot of food and stuff to feed them, And I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm not going to feed you guys and have them sit there and watch us eat. I said, just go buy a bunch of rice, vegetables and stuff. And, like every week I send in $300 a week over just so that everybody could eat, that was there.
Oh, yeah.
So I was always taught you buy one for one, you buy for all,
Sexbot Hunter says, I remember Bummer stayed with that guy Glenn. You could tell after a week Glenn and his wife were tired of Bummer and asked him to leave.
I guess when he was staying down there with Danny Gordon, Danny would come out and Bummer's sitting there eating a bowl of cereal in pajamas watching cartoons mornings.
Oh.
We still laugh about it.
I can't believe that.
Yep. So what in the fuck? Funny shit.
Yeah. Man, what a character.
And then Bummer was saying there a while back, he came back to the States, he's going to drive truck. That dumb motherfucker couldn't pass the CDL.
Well, yeah, he was going to go to truck driver school.
Yeah, he wouldn't be smart enough to pass, and they passed just about everybody.
It costs quite a bit of money to go to that school, doesn't it? Like,
but if you go to like JB Hunt, Swift, Snyder, Stevens Transport, they put you through their school, but you got to work for them for like 3 years, and they take out so much, a week.
To pay them back, right?
Yeah. And if you leave, then they throw a judgment against you. They can't take your license.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he would never pass the CDL test.
Well, yeah, but can't you take the test over again if you fail, then do it again?
Yeah, I don't know about truck driving schools. There was in Virginia, there was a lady that used to fail everybody, they said, but then the second time around, you throw her a few bucks and she would always pass them. But a lot of companies have gotten, just recently, there was another truck driving school that got in a lot of trouble and shut down and arrested for that, giving out a license.
Yeah.
Stuff.
My uncle
had a couple people in the DMV and shit involved in that too.
My uncle used to know a guy who had these old cars growing up as kids that wouldn't pass inspection,
Uh-huh.
And we didn't have the money to fix them. There was this guy, you go to his garage and he'd give you an inspection sticker for like a few bucks.
Oh, yeah.
More,
they call them lick them and stick them. Yeah, I know a lot of garages like that.
I think he was somewhere. He was passing them out at some place and he got busted. So
there's still garages out there like that, but they only do it for the people they know.
Yeah, actually, it was really funny one time. I was going out to my cousin's, and the friggin' wheel bearing, it was an old Chrysler Newport, was like burning on the car, man. And it's way out in the boondocks, right? So I take it up to my aunt's house. My cousin comes over, takes a look at it, and he goes, "We'll go down to Frank's house and get that, get that sticker." And we pulled in with smoke pouring off the rear tire, and my cousin goes, "Don't worry about that. We're going to take care of that wheel bearing in about 10 minutes." And he handed us a sticker, man. That was like friggin' 30, 40 years ago, man. Unbelievable stuff. Simple
Yeah.
America.
My sister just got her van inspected a month or two ago. Same deal, supposedly exhaust leak. I don't know how, because I've never smelled it and heard of
you
exhaust
felt
leak.
sleepy after the end of the day.
Oh, what are those evap canisters and stuff can get plugged up and all kinds of shit nowadays,
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The government trying to push this bullshit on people.
Yep.
Fuck that. This truck's an 07. I don't have that DEF shit on this truck. I got the DEF filter, but for the the filter for the exhaust, but that's all hell. Drill holes in the filter, throw that shit back together, and you don't have an issue anymore.
That's a good question. I wonder how many Xboxes Bama has bought and sold over the years.
Yeah, he
Okay.
tried to say that I bought him that Xbox.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
he ripped dimples off, I never sent him money again, and he's was on there trying to say that I was giving him money for Xbox and all kinds of shit, keep him quiet. When he's
Yeah,
trying
he
to
go.
tell
He
people
go.
I'm a
I remember him
pedophile.
saying, "Thanks, Pennsylvania trucker, for the money."
Yeah, he's so fucking stupid. He don't get shit from me. I haven't sent him money since I sent Dimples that $500, and he only gave her like 11,000 out of it.
Nothing like biting the hand that's feeding you, right?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
He never got another penny from me. He tried to convince people I was sending money, but he can say what he wants about me. But when I run into him, he ain't gonna be saying shit. Because I'm gonna drop him right on the spot.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that brotherly love?
Uh huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some shady shit here. If I run out of hours before I get to the Rockwall, Texas, I'm gonna have to go on personal conveyance.
Yeah, they only let you drive so many. They're real strict these days, aren't they?
Yeah, but I go on personal conveyance for safe haven parking because I'll be real close,
Yeah.
So
I knew this guy that where I used to live. He was a truck driver for, I think we said Walmart's. And he said they monitor you every step of the way, man.
Oh, yeah. Them Walmart drivers, they got a clean record. I couldn't even go to Walmart probably. I don't know how long.
Really?
I think they go back 10 years, and I know I got shit on my record. Not a lot, but enough that Walmart would never hire me. But I won't work for them anyway.
Nah. Yeah, this guy, he didn't stay at it. He went to school. He had grown kids. He went back to school, and I don't know, he had to take some kind of math, like he didn't take in school, and then he actually became an electrician, and now he's like one of those guys. He makes good money now. Yeah.
Yeah, see, my dad owned trucks when we were growing up, so we always worked on them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time, I was a mechanic until my dad passed away of cancer, and I only drove once in a while. And then after he passed away, I went over the road then, but I didn't go to truck driving school. I just went and took the permit test, passed it, and then went and done my driving test a couple months later.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know this guy that owns like 100-acre farm, and it's quite far from me, but he's a cool guy. He's married to a Filipino, and his brother and his father and him, they all drove trucks. And it's funny, they leave the old trucks like when they died on the land and stuff like they're still there. And I said,
Well,
man, those are cool looking trucks. You could probably get some money like from them or something. Nah, he goes,
When
Yeah.
I started driving, I drove a cab over.
smash that
International.
like button, you guys.
Remember the
26
cab
people
over?
watching.
I'll see them once in a while.
is that the kind that they flip back to get at the motor or whatever? The is it tip back or something like that?
Yeah, you jack in it tips forward.
Yeah.
But
So why
everything
why
was
they
out in the open, exhaust work, everything.
why'd they stop making them? Were they unsafe or something?
They
or-
still make them, but they're the newer ones. No, if you have the older trucks like that, it doesn't have the computers in there. They can't put the e-log shit in.
Oh, okay.
People still have the cab overs, but yeah, I loved running cab overs, man, especially in cities. If guys run New York City and all over, man, you could turn on a dime
Mm-hmm.
with them.
Those little
Are
If
they
you're
jet.
in the
easier to
an
drive?
accident, you're the first one on the scene.
Mhm.
What's that?
Are they easier to drive?
Oh, they're easier. I mean, about the same. It just, you just judge where that right front corner is.
Hmm.
When you're turning or backing up, just like you do in the conventional. I mean, but I don't mind cab overs. I run them again if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
But they never had automatic cab overs. I mean, they might now. They make them now, the new ones. I think they look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a 13 speed.
Now my buddy, he works for a
Drove
beverage
10 speed,
company.
Super 10s.
What do they call those guys, Mark, that work in a
Really.
company and they just move the trailers around in the lots and stuff like that?
Oh, a jockey driver.
Yeah, that's what he does now. He used to drive to Boston every day, get up early and go to Boston, come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Adirondack, I think, is a company he ran. You ever heard of them, Adirondack Beverage?
No.
No.
I'd done jockey driver before a couple times. I hadn't much care for it. It's only short term. I used to work in
Kind of
garage.
like a roustabout.
Yeah, Monday through Thursday as a mechanic for a company. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I worked at a factory. They made Great Dane trailers. I was a jockey driver. Fuck, it
He
was so
said-
boring. A lot of times I go and work till I had to move a trailer around.
I guess from what he was telling me, he's tired at the end of the day being it because he's so busy. He gets a
Yep.
few, and he said he's gotten a lot fitter too because I don't know, he's always lifting
Up
them
and
big
down.
doors up and those big doors open up and
Yeah, fuck. When I worked at that Great Dane where they made the Great Dane trailers, I didn't have to go in the plant at all. I did just to make the day go quicker. You could sit up in the field and fall asleep or anything because you have a portable radio on you.
Mhm.
So when they need you to move a trailer, they call you so you hear it anyway, or you park there at the guard check. The guard will come out and wake you up, if they need you to move something. Fuck, that made the days go so long.
yeah.
I would just go find a department in the plant there, usually around the wash bay and stuff, where I had to pull the trailers out, and I would work there in the plant, doing something on the line. Everybody loved it because, it gave them an extra hand.
Mm-hmm. Could he possibly be making as much money as driving over the road or no? Doing that?
No. Well, maybe now,
Yeah.
but I mean, fuck, before Biden took over,
Yeah.
we used to make money.
Yeah, he has a side hustle. He sells he rebuilds those wood pellet stoves, and he drives all over the place to pick them up, rebuilds them, cleans them up, services them. They're expensive. I think they're called the Harmon. He said it's like the Cadillac of pellet stoves. A lot of people up here like them things.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day when we were running under loose leaf, I used to bootleg loads and everything.
Hmm.
If I had room on a trailer, I'd call a broker up, so one of them I knew, tell them, hey, I got, 10, 15, 20 feet of trailer left. I tell them where I was and where I was going. They would find me a partial load.
Hmm.
And then you go out, get unloaded, get their partial off, go meet up with them, turn the paperwork in, they hand you cash.
My dad used to have, when I was a kid, had a buddy that he used to buy cigarettes by the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they weren't even that expensive then, and somehow he had a
No.
connection to get them. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, Indian reservations, Canada. I used to get them, go up into Canada there at the duty-free place.
Yeah.
No tax on them. Yeah, they're like $10 a carton. Yeah, you go back some for like 25 a carton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've done that, but too many people. Oh, I'll pay you when I get paid. The first month
Huh?
or on Friday, and you never.
That
seen
sounds
it,
like
so,
Bama.
Yeah. So I said, "Fuck this," and I just quit doing it. Only done for like really close friends and relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit never happened again.
Yeah.
I'll
So
pay
you're-
you when I pay you.
So you're heading to Texas, huh?
Oh no, I'm in Texas. I'm in Philadelphia.
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really thrilled to get there. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Fucking tight ass streets and shit.
Yeah.
I'll slide my tandems all the way ahead when I get there. Fuck my tail swing. If there's a car parked there, then I'll drag that fucker right down the street.
So you're driving a tandem. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I pull a 53-foot reefer trailer. I got a load
Man.
of produce on.
Going to the city of brotherly love.
Tell you one place I hate is freaking I hate Pittsburgh. I run it once in a while, but I hate it. But I hate Chelsea, Mass, and Boston, Mass. I won't even go up in there.
Roads are all messed up over there. Yeah.
Oh
used-
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, we used to go from like years ago on vacation to up to Maine and Wells Beach. My brother's buddy owned a house right on the ocean, and we had to go practically over
Hey,
to
Rich?
Boston. Yeah.
No, Rich belong to. He's in the house.
Okay.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah. What's up? Wasn't he here?
I don't know. I'm just saying hi again.
Rich Buong said, "PA trucker, you should send some cigarettes to Australia. A pack is $30 here."
Holy
Wow.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should.
I bet you there's underground markets for that there, huh?
Yeah, I
Got-
know. I could ship shit over. Like Roberto, I got like 2 big plastic totes of food and stuff I sent over.
Yeah.
Roberto came up and met me, and in Texas at the fire captain's house, and took stuff back, and then he boxed it up and shipped it over for me. 2 big boxes. It was like, I don't know, $100 and some a box, but yeah, for $30 a pack, shit.
Yeah.
Buy cartons of
Make
cigarettes,
you want it.
ship them over.
That's $300 a carton, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck, I could get them here for like $60 a carton for Marlboro in certain
Yeah,
states.
That's insanity, man. Absolutely insanity.
Usually
No,
I get my
that's
stuff for
insanity
$4.
if you smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, if I go to Mexico and get them real cheap, I go like down to Yuma, Arizona, and just go across the border and buy cigarettes.
Mhm.
You know, if you want to get your teeth done, go across Yuma.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Go down and get everything pulled, and then get the implants over in the Philippines. But
What if
when I
you
go
get
to the
an?
Philippines, I'm going for at least 4 months.
I was gonna say, if you go to like Mexico just to get your teeth pulled or whatever, say to get implants. What if you get an infection or something, man? You're far away, right?
Nah, Yuma, Arizona, you're just right over the border of the states. They have good dentists and shit in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I felt Cebu City too, really good.
That-
Yeah, like American clinics, like an American dentist, really
Yeah,
top
because I
notch.
hear it's like $3,500 to get all your teeth pulled and get the implants put in
Mm-hmm.
over in the Philippines. So that's why I'm going over for 4 months.
Yeah, I heard that gangster. What was his name? John Gotti. He had all implants, and when he went to prison, he didn't get any dental care, and he ended up getting mouth cancer or something like that from
Wow.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
$20 a pack in Vancouver. I know a guy who sells native knockoffs for $50 a carton. Cost is $21 a carton. Decent profit margin. Yeah.
Well, I know the bummer comes back when he gets deported. I'm convinced eventually he's going to. I know it's like probably $6, $7, $8, $9 a carton in Alabama. He's probably gonna pay $7, $8, or not a carton, a pack. He's gonna pay $7, $8 per pack of cigarettes. I
Mm.
mean, hell, the cheapest cigarettes are like $6, $7 a pack.
Mm-hmm. So what is he gonna do if he comes back to America, man? Does he have
Suffer.
family or?
I guess, but I guess his family don't much care for him because he was pissed off that one year because his mom never called and wished him a happy birthday.
How old a guy is that guy? Is he like in his 40s?
He looks
Yeah,
older
like
than me.
48, I believe.
Yeah. Man.
My friggin' forearms are bigger than his friggin' biceps.
Yeah, he's. Last time I seen him, he didn't look too healthy, man. He was with the.
No.
Yeah.
Times I feel bad for him because of his health.
Yeah.
Tried to help him out with food and medicine shit when we was sick, but then we send him money, and then next thing you know, he's at a bar doing a show. That's why Havoc Master got pissed off at him.
He's got a bottle of Jim Beam in front of him. You send money.
Yeah, Havoc Master saved $70 because he needed food, and fucking next thing you know, it's within a few hours he's at a bar doing a friggin' live stream, sitting in a bar drinking. Havoc Master said, "Fuck this." That's when him and Jay and everybody started talking, realized he sent that message to everybody, and nobody would send him money again.
Well, there are people out there that send them money and Bama laughing at all of you guys.
Yeah, well, I'm not one that sends him money, so he can say what he wants. People can believe what they want, but he don't get shit from me.
And then Bama calling me names.
Yeah.
Who's laughing
I said-
last?
All he is a shit talker. Everybody's a pedophile if you don't like him.
No kidding, boy. Everybody's a pedophile in his eyes.
I know a girl.
And he's the one that got reamed.
I know a girl that was like 15 years old. He sent her 600 or 800 pesos. Actually, I was just talking to her not long ago, and they called me Dad. And she's like, "You saved us from him, Daddy." And he wanted her to go meet him. She took the money and blocked his ass on Facebook. She was only like 15 at the time.
Well, you want to know something funny? Just a couple of weeks ago, Ricky Drummer and that Bammer and that guy that hangs out with them, they were all sitting in a bar, and then they had that guy that man Bammer was
Brevis?
kind of put that
Lady boy.
what is that?
Waitress. It was a lady boy.
Yeah, lady boy. And Bev was trying to put money in the cleavage.
Mm.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did.
No, but
Yeah.
if that's his thing, oh well.
Yeah, and he's calling me and calling Pennsylvania Trucker and Frank names and stuff, and he's trying to do a reach around and stuff, and Ricky Dharma's right there, and
Wow.
in the company of lady boys and stuff, and Beavis is there, and all this kind of stuff. Well, what kind of company are these guys keeping? I'm
Yeah,
not
when
judging.
we was at the
I'm not judging.
when I first got there, Bummer met me there at well, we all met at the airport. Matter of fact, I saw pictures of that.
I'm not judging.
Went to duck in,
Is
and
that
shit,
Mactan?
I think
Mactan? Sabu? You met him?
nah, it was in Manila.
Okay. Wow.
In Manila, and
Bama
Bummers
found
tell
you.
me. Yeah, well, I told him where I be. Met up with Genesel and her mom and stuff.
Well, you gave
Girlfriend,
him
her
money
mom
too.
stuff. Yeah, $200 a go because I know how much shit costs. And he was telling me all about shit his dad done to him like the first night. I'm like, damn.
Really?
Felt kind of bad for him, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he
What
actually
the
did
hell?
it. What the fuck is this douchebag doing?
Well, I guess that's where the pedophile part comes from.
Yeah, so I don't know if his dad actually done this. And he just tells people this.
Squeal like
feel
a pig.
sorry for him. Or if I
Well-
can picture him making a story up like that just to get people to feel sorry for him,
Well, yeah, what goes around comes
give him
around.
money
I
and
guess.
shit, you know.
I don't really
Yeah.
know. I don't really know too many men that would go around telling that kind of thing if it did happen.
Yeah, I know.
They want to forget it, right? And yeah,
I would think.
yeah.
But I think he just tells that story just to get people to
Rick,
feel sorry
stop it.
for him. I know he's an
No,
overstayer, 'cause
I'm
he
talking
told me
Rich
that
Blog. I'm
himself.
telling him.
Oh. Yeah, Bummer told me himself when I met him that he was an overstayer.
And how many years has it gone past since then? A couple of years at least, right?
Yeah, the daughter was 2 years old. I'm the only dad she knows, so the real dad didn't want nothing to do with her. He left as soon as he found out my girlfriend was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
He
Well,
left, and
that
that's when
sounds
we
like
hooked up.
the hunchback.
Yeah, so I'm the only dad she knows, so
Yeah.
Right, cuz?
I take care of all her needs. Every week she gets money. She likes going to the mall on the train rides, different things, you know. She has toys. I bought her a 4-wheeler a couple of years ago, gas jobby.
Hmm.
So she'll be 7 this year in August.
Look what Frank said.
So
Look at
that
that.
was at least 5 years ago, I guess.
Man. So how many years has he been there?
8
How come
or
he's not
going on
Frank?
8.
Too long.
Yeah.
Huh?
So- oh my God, you
Hey,
guys!
Kelly.
I just hit an earthquake. I'm on the 3rd floor. That's 2. I'm less than a week. I happened not long ago. Still picking up glass now. Wow. Whereabouts are you, Kaylee? California?
Yeah, I was just in Rio Rico at the house, and they did have an earthquake. I remember the roommates told me that. Yeah, just there a day or two ago, they had earthquakes out in Cali.
Well, yeah, but that's around earthquake country, California.
Yeah,
is.
I was a paid firefighter out there for a year.
Mm-hmm.
After my contract was up, I got the hell out of there. Matter of fact, we were all getting, or a handful was getting new gear. I was one of them. Fire chief then said, you know, I was already fitted and
Well,
everything
go
for new
outside
gear.
for a little while.
He's
Don't-
like, yeah, anybody
don't
gets
stay
new gear, you have
indoors.
to sign a 5-year contract. I'm like, fuck you. I said, I don't need new gear that bad. So I'll keep the gear I have.
Kaylee's
My
saying
year
big,
is up. I got the hell out.
Scared the EBGBs out of her. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
Yep,
I
yep.
never experienced an earthquake, believe it or not.
Really?
I did
No.
one
Well,
time
I've been in hundreds
Virginia.
of earthquakes.
Really? What, in Alaska?
Yeah, the Oscar and also in the Philippines.
Right. Dude, I'm gonna
Because
go.
we're like in Alaska and the Philippines, we're in the ring of fire.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go, Kev. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
gonna sneeze.
I'm gonna also get off too, Rich.
Yeah, nice talking to you guys. Nice talking to you, Mark.
All
Yeah,
right.
And,
get a very
have
Yeah.
good show.
safe
You
travels,
guys
man.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be jump on 635 north up to 30, and then it won't be far. I'll be stopping
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mark.
and have the fire captain come and meet me. Bring one of my holsters down for the pistol. All right, you guys have a good night. We'll talk at you later.
All right,
Catch you
buddy.
later.
All right.
Pennsylvania Truck
Good
and
night,
Drive
all.
Capital. Thank you guys for coming
Yep.
out and hanging out. Richard, thank you, my friend. Kaylee, be careful, my friend. Wait maybe 15, 20 minutes. If you got a car, go inside your car and wait for a little bit. Yeah, stay away from the glass building if you're in a glass building. But thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us here in the bullpen. Like to thank Big E for hanging out with us. You guys go watch Big E's show. He has a lot of good footage of him walking around Germany and all of his other destinations that he's at. Yeah, you guys be careful wherever you guys are at. Always be careful and be mindful of where you're at. Enjoy life. Don't take life don't take life for granted. But also eat, drink, be merry, and enjoy life. Because we are only here for a short period of time. We are only here for borrowed time. Remember that, borrowed time, short time. So live life and enjoy. Eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow, you don't know what's going to bring us. So just be happy. Don C., thank you for coming. Always a pleasure. Frank, next time come up if you feel like it. Be cheerful. Be cheerful. All you other good people, thank you for coming and hanging out with us here in the bullpen. Bama, keep my name out of your mouth. Clown. Just be happy. Don't worry, be happy. It's all entertainment, boys and girls. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. I'd like to thank Balut John for the support. I'd like to thank everybody else for the support. Smash that like button, you guys. If you enjoyed our show, smash the like button. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Again, eat, drink, and be merry. Don't take life so seriously. Go out and have a good time. Get out of the house. Get out of the basement. Go out and have some fresh air. Stretch your legs. Touch your toes. Go out for a drive. Go to the movies. Thanks for coming. God bless. Talk to you all later on. It's all entertainment. All right, you guys. And girls, guys and girls. Talk to you all later on. Be happy. Don't be a clown. Be happy. All right, you guys. Bye. Somebody's saying go live, Frank. Sex Pack Hunter. He's saying go live, Frank. Go live. I was just live earlier. All right, you guys. Bye, you guys.